a suggestion.
We'll get there. So I think everyone should have access to the Lost Colonies thread if you're in the Lost Colonies game. So we can start discussing things in there if you want.
Sure. Are you gonna do the?
But I don't.
I just saw it. Are you gonna end up dealing with the what's it called? The Savage US thing to try to set up a thing, or no? You know how like to set up a campaign?
Yeah, because I'm not really familiar with the character options in Lost Colony.
Well, that's basically what I figured. As I say, I mean, I think the chat, we can use the chat for very much for discussing, asking all those sorts of questions. But as I say, and obviously the idea with the session zero was because we had the fun and games where everyone turned up for this one with their characters built, and there wasn't some overlap, if that makes sense. So I think we'll try a session zero for a change, but at the same time, obviously, if everyone's got ideas and wants to discuss things, that's fine. I'm just logging into Savage right now. I thought Deadlands was in there.
No, they've got that new thing where it's like you can set up a campaign like with your own whatever rules you were going to set.
Is that part of version 3 beta?
Yeah, if you're like the wild card supporter, which I mean I am. I thought you probably are. I could do it for people if you're not, but it's one of those deals where it looks like you can set up the rules, like the books or whatever, and then the characters can the players can make their character according to the rules, so they don't have to sift through the books. You know what I mean? Like the DM sets the books and the parameters, and then the characters do it within there, which I thought was a real clever idea, especially with something like you know the big plans I have for trying to do Eberron, where there's going to be a bunch of different sources and stuff, and then I can sort of set it and then let the players play in there, if that makes sense.
Yeah, unfortunately, Lost Colony, it's literally just the one book, isn't it? But yeah.
Oh, if it's just the one book, then that's I didn't know. See, I didn't know what you were doing.
I think it is just the one book for Lost Colony. But okay.
I've tried to read only what you've written because I try to save the spoilers, right? If it's a new world.
Well, as I say, the players' guides, all the players that. Yeah, I mean, the players section will be. Well, how's the book laid out? I think they did just do the one book, didn't they? Annoyingly. I think they do say this is it's like most of the Deadlands ones. If you've got the book, you can get up to the Deadlands book. So you've got 86 pages of stuff you can read in the book, if that makes sense. The introduction, the heroes, the equipment, the setting rules, and No Man's Land. And then obviously after that, I don't know if they made a player's version of the PDF. I might see if I can pop one up somewhere so you guys can, if you don't actually have the PDF, you're fine. Let's have a look while we wait for everyone else.
Yeah, I don't have it. That's what I said. I don't even know what types of character options there are. I mean, I'm presuming a pilot and medics and stuff like that, but
Well, you can play humans or Anooks, which are the alien race from Banshee. If you want the arcane backgrounds are Anook, Shamans, Breakers, Guardians, Harrows, and Psychers. But yeah, it's basically you can play what you want. Really, it's a Wild West science fiction. It's the mixture of the two. So, but yeah, let's have a look. I don't know if there is one. I'll probably be able to make one, as it were.
Can you guys hear me?
yes, we can.
We can indeed.
Okay.
Right, looks like I am. Let's see if what I can do. If I go, Because that would be a sensible thing to put in there, wouldn't it? RPG. Systems. Savage Wilds. Settings. Lost Colony. Open. File. Print. Pages. Let's try 86. Oh. Hadsel, I don't want to actually print it. I want you to print it to my printer. What's going on? Right, let's have a look. 87 then. Okay. File. Oh, I need to close it. Just waiting on Merlin, aren't we?
Yeah, he said he's going to be here shortly. He says he can't hear us. So.
Tell him to check bottom left corner. I was having an issue where I wasn't.
We hear you now.
Looking good.
Okay, I do have those digitals.
Sorry for stepping away. Beulah is fiercely trying to make his set his French pot up here real quick, so I apologize. And the coffee is now brewing, so I appreciate that.
I get up so early. I've already finished coffee for today. I got to switch off to something with less caffeine.
Oh, where did it put it?
Safe.
I'm not sure. I don't think it actually printed it. It went through all the flattening and then didn't do anything.
Oh.
No good.
Oh, I like that.
On the Savage site, it wasn't working.
Oh no, I was just trying to print a PDF to PDF, but only the first sort of third of the book. But it sort of went through the whole rigmarole, but didn't actually print it.
Oh.
Maybe it's got protection. Security.
Huh.
Printing allowed. No, everything's allowed. It's not locked down. Who knows? Just waiting on Merlin.
We'll and wait for the melee characters, right?
Yeah, well, Waif is a all-round fighter because of the training. She's also got the centering, the chi adept centering, and shooting is one of her improved skills.
Just checking. I got the Deadly Blow adventure card, which I know I won't use.
Oh well, yeah. If we get something besides, because I'm not going and punching metal stuff, I'll just bust my hand. She's, a melee fighter. She's not stupid.
But it doubles the damage for a successful melee attack. If one of you wanted it.
Oh right, that works.
Give that to Waif then, innit?
Yeah, Waif is pretty deadly with her hands. She's got like a D12 +1 and unarmed. Because she's got all the Chi Adept improvements and stuff. Also, you know, her staff, her bow staff, she's got the same, except for she doesn't have the +1 on the bow staff.
Try this one more time.
Because there's sometimes your fists don't work. She's got the Arasaki 9mm
That
pistol
worked this
with
time.
armor piercing.
Yeah, no, I just figured it's something I'm definitely never going to use or not going to use. So, see if either any of the melee characters wanted to swap.
Oh, yeah, Waif is far more likely to use it. So, let me see what I got that you. Let's see, you're the hacker, right?
Yeah. Hacker and ranged. I have the card I think I am probably going to use already. But I figured that one I can hand off to somebody else in case they want it or get more use out of it.
So,
Oh, I've
wait
got
for
a
Merlin,
couple
or should we
that might
push
be
on?
good for this one, but
Hmm.
now you use a lot of support roles on your hacking, right? And that kind of stuff. You get a
Usually
lot
usually Aki supports me by helping with the hacking and stuff.
because I've got the teamwork card that gives a bonus to any support roles. That might be more useful for you.
Depends on the wording of it. That one might be one that I think you have to be the one doing the support. I'm not.
This bonus from all support roles is doubled this round.
Okay,
This
no.
applies to all allied characters.
We just put Merlin on hold and hope he turns up.
I've also got the perfect timing that allows you to search through the deck and get a card of your choice. So, if you want to trade off, I'm perfectly happy to take the Deadly Blow card. Quig used to be our other major melee fighter, but, well, he's still out there messing around with Ruby.
Yeah, he's off. Yeah, he got offered that.
He's having a troll romance.
Yeah, he got offered that full-time job, didn't he, at Club Neon as a bouncer? So unfortunately, that was that. Right.
And in real life, he just disappeared, or
He has some
real life got in the way. Yeah.
conflict type stuff, and that he knew it was going to take him out for 3 or 4 weeks, but it seems to have come kind of permanent.
well, I thought I was out too because of volleyball and dad commitments, but just by luck, I was able to join for these last two, which is kind of cool to see it close.
Yeah, I'm glad. Okay, right. Well, I think we're going to push on without Merlin. So, on a side for next year, the Deadlands Lost Colony Players Guide has just been popped into Lost Colony, so you can spend your Christmas swatting up for next year. Okay.
I will check that out.
And I'll have a look at the Savage version 3, see if it is worth, how I'll set up a campaign and all that, because that does look interesting. Okay. So, when we left you last, you'd got onto the roof of the Arasaki compound, at the centre of on the top of the Arasaki Tower in the centre of Arasaki compound number 3, and you just climbed out of the air car and got onto the gantry, looking across from where you're currently. Did I not? Yes, I did put line of sight on. I wasn't sure. Looking across from where you currently are, you can see a lift shaft on the far side. But as you, I seem to recall, we made you make your notice checks, and you noticed you weren't alone up here. And there appeared to be some more of those sort of horrible experimentation things that some people were calling Endbringers. I'm not sure who, but that's obviously the name you've heard being used for them. So, alas, they seem to be quite interested in dissecting your soft, squishy bodies. So that's where we left it. So that's where we'll begin. I share the map if you haven't got it. And we'll deal all the cards. And unfortunately for you guys,
Perfect.
Endbringer number 4.
Well, you wanted to end it, so I guess a TPK would do that, wouldn't it?
Okay, that one gets a bit closer. Unfortunately, I don't think. Oh, he
good
does.
Lord.
He's got a toxic barb, which he fires, and it hits. It hits Beulah, doing enough to shake Beulah. But I think there's some extra fun and games. But obviously, the toxic barb hits you, so the first that's enough to shake you.
Toxic barbs.
Then, of course, the barb starts injecting the venom into you, which I do believe is a vigor roll, please. You're absolutely fine. Your orcish metabolism has no problems at all in resisting the poison. In the meantime, Endbringer number 3 will move that way.
Did you see I dropped a Benny on the shaken?
Certainly, yes, absolutely fine. I would actually say, to be honest, I'll give you it back for now and make you shaken again. The reason I will say that is you get a free automatic roll to unshake, and only if you fail would you need to spend the Benny.
Right, but I'm also now in trouble. Like I'm more.
But you could also, yeah. But if I attack you again, you can always spend it then to unshake before I roll the damage. So
fair enough. Okay, I got it. Right, because the players play the bennies. My bad. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine. Okay. Yep. So this Endbringer attempts a long-range shot, which actually will miss because it will hit that infrastructure anyway. When I check the line of sight, so it doesn't matter that the shot missed. It doesn't make it anyway. That brings us to Aki.
Here we go again. Okay, let's kill something.
Kill lots of something. Save us some time here, Aki.
Indeed.
Wait, is the one that's missing the shaman that barfs out the elementals?
Indeed, your wizard. Your artillery is missing at the moment. Okay, that's a hit. That's obviously Aki's obviously going on short, uncontrolled bursts and firing indiscriminately around the rooftop. So the first round of bullets does nothing. The first round of bullets shakes an Endbringer. The second burst.
Oh, hang on a second. This is rubbish. Do some damage, armor-piercing bullets. Oh, he's hardy. Son of a
gun.
Okay, well, I'll just take that. Yeah, right. One of them shaken. I need to get exploding bullets.
Indeed. So Aki fires controlled bursts, and it doesn't seem to have much effect on these individuals.
And then I end my oh no.
Shush. You were quite correct, but Mr. Wizard isn't here yet, and I hope he turns up soon.
Yes, we need a wizard. I've got a card for the wizard as well.
This one scrabbles across the gantry, only getting to there. So it's going to have to fire a toxic barb. It's going to shoot Mr. Donahue. Which? Why did that? I must have rolled the damage first. Sorry. Let's see if I actually hit you. Oh, the wizard has connected. Okay, so I did it the wrong way round there, but I'm afraid, Mr. Donahue, you are hit by a toxic barb, and unfortunately, it does in fact wound you.
I'll try and soak it.
Please do. That's enough to soak it, so you don't have to worry about the poison. Obviously, at the very last second there, you basically dodge the shot, and you could see you almost get the expression of your life flashing before your eyes as that barb came straight at you. Okay, Waif.
Well, there's only one that's got a direct line of fire on me without going through party members, and he already took a shot at Beulah, so I'm going to take a shot at him. Oh, jeez. Yes, let's start out as we mean to go on. That's always a good way to go.
Yeah, so I'm afraid your gun jams up, which basically means you'll need to spend an action to clear it before you can use it again. And that brings us to Beulah, who automatically unshakes. And Merlin's here, so Merlin's on hold. Merlin, you can interrupt at any time.
Map, please.
Certainly.
All right. So, are we in an area where there are computers to try to control these Endbringers, or no?
No, unfortunately, that's basically these are sort of self-aware. Well, they're they're sort of parts of the experimentations Mr. Big, the master control program's been doing inside here. So
Time to kill Mr.
they
Big.
are autonomous.
And is my drone still about?
Oh, yes, your hunter drone should be about. Oh, yeah, in fact, it's right there.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. Well, then Beulah is going to take a shot.
We're here at last.
Okay, he's shooting with his mech tech like pistol. He hits an Endbringer. However, will the armor prove too substantial? Indeed, the heavily armored body proves very substantial.
Okay, and then I'm going to take a knee, or essentially get prone.
Okie dokie. You basically go prone. Extra cover unless something engages in melee.
Do you want me to drop? Do you want me to drop on that? Drop it on there, or did you do?
I've already done it. No problem.
The
Okay.
drone.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Then the drone is going to
The drone can fly, of course. But of course, if it moves, the snapfire kicks in. But that's so that's a 5.
And that's a miss, but he has bennies, doesn't he?
The drone doesn't have bennies, but I'm not sure why the snapfire's kicking in. Well, anyway, snapfire, you've got to take aim, but obviously it didn't move, so it's okay. So that's a hit. Roll for damage.
Ouch.
But no cigar. Mr. Merlin, sir.
Okay, Merlin is going to cast an upgraded magic missile at number 4. I will do 2 points for armor piercing to make it 4 points of AP. I'm going to make it the higher damage, of course.
Uh-huh.
2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 sounds good. No, I said I am going to cast. Oh, it did take. Haha.
It just didn't target. That's all.
And like I said, AP4.
So AP4. Can I set that on here? No, I can't. However, AP4 means you're taking its toughness down by 4 because it's got 4 points of armor. So that's 2 wounds from your magic missile, which does do considerable damage to it. Alas, it is still active.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much. And then Bob is going to come over here and attack the unnumbered one.
Okay. Bob moves in to attack the unnumbered one. Bob with the water elemental, I love it. That's a hit with a raise.
That's what we need.
Too bad the
Last.
damage was crap. Okay, and that is our turn.
Okay, that brings us to Endbringer number 2, who has got line of sight to Aki, so he's going to fire his toxic barb, which hits. However, Aki's subdermal armor protects him, so it literally just bounces off his endoskeleton, as it were. Mr. Donahue.
Okay.
It might have a jacket.
Can these things fly, or is there like floor underneath the one to the north?
It would appear the one to the north is capable of flying. Well, you say flying, it's levitation, as it were. You've not seen him do that before. Must be a latest modification.
Okay. That Endbringer next to the elemental seems to be next to some kind of
Get an advance?
back or power unit or something like that.
Does look so, doesn't it? Yes.
So I am going to shoot it. What I got? Electronics, repair, shooting. That might actually be more reasonable. I'll head over next to it and I'll use like repair to cause it to go haywire, send out surges to like distract it, make it vulnerable, that kind of thing.
Sounds good to me. Go for it. Yeah, you reckon you can set up a sort of cascading short circuit which would basically try and earth itself on the Endbringer. So yeah, sounds good to me. It wouldn't actually be smarts, but it would logically for repair. But I'm going to say it'd be agility. Are you happy with a 5?
No, but I don't want to spend a penny either.
Fair enough. Maybe I should have been nice and left it on the 2 after all. Interesting. Interesting. It must have had you targeted from before. Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm feeling generous. I'm going to. It's smarts is actually a better dice than the D6, so I'm actually going to retcon that. Do you want to make it distracted or vulnerable as it gets fried? I'm going to be nice. Shouldn't be smarts, but I don't care right now.
I'd prefer vulnerable. So
okay.
It's easy to hit and hurt.
Yep, absolutely fine. Yep. So basically, yep, it's sort of it's shorting slightly, and therefore it is currently vulnerable, and that brings us to Smokey.
Well, it's the next round. I'm going to get a Joker.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm going to send the vibes out. Joker.
So Smokey advances, moves across, yep, as it goes. The vibro blades extend from its forearms. Its first swing is parried by the Endbringer, but the second one hits. Roll for damage. Oof. That's very unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed. Hey, Merlin gets everyone a penny. Aren't you lucky fellows? Mr. Merlin, sir, with the Joker.
Okay, Merlin's going to try and finish off number 4. Throw the same thing again. Seemed to work pretty good last time.
Did indeed. That's a hit with a raise. Oh.
AP4, that would be a wound.
Oh, of course it would be. Thank you for reminding me. Yep. We don't worry about that. It basically plummets downwards. It'll take it quite a while to hit the ground. This high up. One end bringer down. 3 to go.
And again, Bob is going to do his thing.
Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to click next turn. I apologise. That's a hit. Oh, that's looking good. Yep, that huge fist of water smashes into that end bringer that's already slightly frying from the electricity sparks, which does cause considerable damage to it.
Yeah, water and electricity is always a good combo.
Indeed, indeed. Okay, unfortunately, the Endbringer does recover, so it's going to use a claw attack on the water elemental. Ooh dear.
No, Bob!
That's quite a nasty...
Because Bob is made of water, it just passes straight through him, unharming him.
Well, actually, I was about to say, if you notice if you really zoom in on the individuals, you'll notice you could deduce that the redness might not be blood; they might be heating elements. And in fact, actually, what appears to happen here is, as it passes through it does seem to be heating up its claws. So although Bob is the water elemental is only shaken, quite a lot of it did steam away into water vapor.
Ah, he's steaming.
I thought that was quite a cool idea. This one here basically levitates and over until it lands on the platform. Lands with a thump. Unfortunately, Unfortunately, it still can't see any of you. So, from my perspective, from your perspective, aren't you all lucky? You're all undercover, so it can't actually target any of you. Lucky.
Can I do a cold shot and fire a controlled burst? I aim for the head and then fire, 20 bullets in his head.
Logically speaking, I don't see why not.
That's what I'm going to do. The one that's furthest away, I'm going to do a cold shot, which is whatever.
The same thing will apply. You will have to move. You can't actually see it at the moment. You can, you know what I mean.
I can see that and bring a 2, can't I?
2 you can, yeah. Sorry, I apologise.
Yeah. The other one I can see him on the map, but I can actually. Yeah. The other one I can see him because I can see his token, but I'm going for the one that's far away.
Okay.
Shot me with a barb.
Yeah. As you can see, the head area doesn't appear to be armoured, so a cold shot to the head would be a good move.
What's that? -2? What is it?
Going to be -4 to hit, but you won't get a bonus to damage because, of course, it isn't humanoid. But you do get to ignore the armour. So it is, which is the same. I mean, it's the head isn't armoured, is what I'm trying to say. So a cold shot to the head means you're aiming for the unarmoured area.
This is really up like that.
Yeah.
All at the eyeball.
Yeah. Oh dear, my sinuses are playing up again. I think you missed.
I think the land of Bennies shall be rejoicing.
You hit twice. You hit twice.
So how much extra damage is that going to be?
No extra damage. It's just I will remove its armor from its toughness because the head is unarmored. So the first shot is against toughness 8, which wounds it, and your second shot is against toughness 8 again. So therefore, you incapacitate it.
Yeah, cold shot to the head.
Yeah, as I say, you can't do extra damage because they're constructs. But if I
yeah, it's just the idea of getting past their epoxy hardiness, wasn't it? Yeah. So
exactly, yeah, that was the idea. I based that on the tokens. I was waiting for someone to try a cool shot to the head if they looked at the token and thought, I wonder. So,
yeah, I did. I zoomed in
Good
when you zoomed in and said about the red hands. I thought, hang on, his head looks a bit vulnerable. It's your fault.
Exactly. Well, that's good. That's the whole point. I want you to be observant and try things. That's the thing. I do sometimes put in easy, not easier, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Anyway,
The
Mr.
only reason I
Donahue.
killed him is because he tried to shoot me and it hit my jacket.
Well, yeah, he did. He did put a hole in your jacket.
Yeah,
Mr. Donahue.
Okay.
Don't mess with the threads.
Yeah, it cost me a lot of money, this jacket.
That other one still seems to be up. All right.
They're just very resilient.
I will pull out my pistol and lob a couple of shots at him, trying to get it off balance, like shooting at the legs and eyes and vulnerable spots like that.
Go for it.
Yeah.
That will be a -1 if it's a cool shot to the head.
No, I'm not making. Sorry, I'm doing
Sorry.
another test, not a called shot.
Oh, another test. Sorry, I misunderstood you. Yeah, you need a 4 for a successful test.
Yeah. Oh. Sure, why not?
Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Yeah, well, that's not bad. You got the raise on that, so you shake it automatically.
Right, and I'm going for vulnerable again.
Okay, shaken and vulnerable. Nicely done.
Yep.
And Mr. Smoky. Oh, I did it again. I'm not touching the end task button. Sorry, I keep pressing something and I keep pressing a function key that's doing the wrong thing. So I'm not doing it anymore.
No, I was checking to see if I wanted to move or anything like that, and it decided not to. He still has that targeted, yes. So, vibro blades.
Again, it blocks the first attack, but the second attack hits with a raise this time. That's looking promising. Maybe this Endbringer will be in trouble. Oh, that Hardy's. You guys' damage rolls have been very unfortunate today. You're getting good hits, and then you keep rolling 1s and 2s on your damage rolls.
Well.
Should have bought better armor piercing bullets.
Waif, as I say, you're currently sitting here with your pistol jammed.
Jammed.
Take an action to clear.
So I'm going to take this round to clear my pistol.
Okay.
Since they seem to get the nearest threats pretty much handled.
No problem at all. That's okay. Do you want to move? Do you want to move off the gantry or get to cover or anything, or are you happy where you are?
I'm fine where I am.
Okay, that brings us to Beulah, who's currently prone.
Okay, so is this thing like? Am I able to get into melee range with Endbringer 1 or Endbringer, or is it floating above space?
Oh no, it's on the gantry. Unfortunately, because you're prone and getting up from prone costs 2 inches, you'll need a total movement of 8 inches to reach it. Unfortunately, or you can lay where you are and shoot it.
For fuck's sake!
Actually, 7 might be enough. Thinking about it, so 2 to get up. 5. So I was actually talking rubbish. You only needed a 7. You're fine. 7 is what you needed.
Getting up from prone uses 2, doesn't it?
It does.
It makes a vigor roll at -2 to be not stunned.
Okie dokie. Oh. Well, it was nearly a 1. I'm afraid it's fine. obviously built to resist.
Oh, we don't see it. Okay, fine, no problem.
Hang on, what's that? Not. I'll turn that back on.
Now, do I have to do something special with this hunter drone to not get that snap fire thing? It's not moving, so when I drop the dice, it should be that aimed sight, right?
The easiest thing to say is if you put a manual +2 in, if you haven't moved, just to counteract the snap fire. That's the easiest thing to do. I wouldn't worry too much about it.
All right.
That's a hit.
Fuck me. Oh, I guess Buell is shaking now, huh? Okay, my bad. Did I say that out loud?
She did say it out loud. But didn't Bueller? Oh yeah, you swore. Yeah, Bueller's shaking. Yeah. Bueller throws his gun on the floor and says, "I've had enough," and jumps off the roof.
Yeah, no, it's only someone else's more potty mouth than you. But yes, I suppose. I don't know. This one's.
I haven't done one potty word at all today. Thanks very much.
I know. I've been very. I was very impressed. You were very good yesterday as well. And I can't find that. I've lost the option. I cannot find the option for me to show. Has Merlin got the Joker again?
I was just gonna say Merlin got the Joker again.
Well, I guess it's up to Merlin to take care of all of this, isn't it?
Well, you are Merlin. I mean, you're not just any old wizard, are you?
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Okay, Merlin is going to step forward.
Okay.
14. What's the range?
Have you moved on to Merlin's on the combat track yet?
Well, I got so used to not moving next player. Got so paranoid about that.
Okay, and Merlin will once again throw a high-powered bolt.
Okay. A high-powered bolt it is. Oh, I was about to say fizz, but of course you've got your Joker bonus, you lucky individual.
Yeah, still didn't get the raise. Oh well. Oh, didn't need it. Okay.
Okay. Was that an AP4 again?
Yes.
Wow. Merlin just walks up to this one, mutters a few words, out goes a magic missile, and that's the end of that.
Where the other one that's surrounded by monsters is still alive, or surrounded by players,
No.
Yeah.
Okay, the water elemental recovers from being shaken. It hits the vulnerable Endbringer, and there come the ones again.
Oh, and then the sixes.
The raise more than made up for it.
It did. Okay, well that's quite effective, and it's all basically when I say all goes quiet, I mean you are at the top of a very tall thing, so there is wind whistling by and everything else. But yeah,
and a gunship coming towards you. Yeah.
Now, where's this elevator or whatever we need to find to access to keep going?
Opposite side of the gantry. Yep. So you can cross. You can walk across and press the cool lift button.
Wait for everyone else to catch up, and then we'll go. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's get everyone in the lift. This could be interesting. No. Oh, okay, let's do that again. Hang on. Delete all tokens. I forgot to do the scale on the lift. That'll do. That will suffice. I need to drop that down to there. That. And then I want to make sure that's turned off, and then let's try. I'm not going to. I'm not going to have everyone in a diagonal line. They'll go all over the place. I shall just drop you all in the lift. Definitely something. Well, definitely not what you expected in the sort of in the center of the Arasaki corporate area. This lift, it's in a very bad way. That's the only artwork I could find. But there you are. You find yourself in a lift shaft. Heading down. Obviously, if Fantasy Grounds could do the animated version, I do have the animated version of this, which looks really, really cool, but I can't show you that.
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
we're going to step over here to the side
Pooh,
of the
it
door,
doesn't
so
work.
if they come open and something starts shooting, she's not in the frickin' line of fire.
No problem at all. Okay. So obviously, I know the lift obviously shows you sort of mid travel, but at the moment you're obviously literally just got in at the top from the platform. It does look a bit graffitiized in here. You're not entirely sure. Most of it seems to be, but complaining sort of seems to be implying there was some sort of resistance towards the end, and there seems to be sort of cool signs and stuff in there.
There's no monkeys to throw again. You keep throwing monkeys around. Stop being so mean.
Stuff like that. And also on that northern wall, as it were, does appear to be a list of names, and quite over. Looks like most of them have been crossed out. And in fact, there's only a few left that weren't crossed out. The question is whether they're still alive and somewhere in the building, or basically they were the last ones left, so there was no one left to cross their names out. You're not entirely sure. Anyway, Beulah's standing in front of the panel.
I'm standing in front of the door with my gun ready.
I need to hack into that thing to get it to run, or do we know where we're headed, or?
Well, there does appear to be. I mean, there's a large. There is a sort of there is basically a control panel there, and it is basically waiting for some sort of input.
So a hacking roll would be sufficient?
Yeah, hacking roll should be fine to basically override the fact that the elevator does appear to be locked out. No problem at all. No problem at all there. With Beulah basically there, and Aki and Donahue wirelessly connected into your deck as you're doing the same thing. You don't have any problem at all to overcome the security locks that's keeping the lift in place. Sorry, elevator. We're American, aren't we? Elevator in place, and you basically select it for the the CPU area. It's actually sort of, there seems to be a large number of floors that are dedicated to the IT department and the server core. So that's not a problem. So you basically, as soon as you press that, the doors close and the lift starts descending. Doesn't take too long. You're about halfway down the height of the building, and basically the lift stops and remove prone from Aki. Okay. The lift stops and according to the system, the outer doors.
I suppose it's a critical hit if you throw a monkey in it.
The inner doors in the lift don't appear to have opened.
Bob is going to squeeze through the gap that's in this elevator door and see what's on the other side.
Okie doke. Bob will probably hit. Interesting. Why did that work? Windows are supposed to block movement, but Bob went straight through. Oh well. But Bob, from Bob's perspective, he's looking out there. Yeah, it's basically it's just a corridor. It looks completely empty.
Okay, somebody forced the door. I think we're good.
Okay. I can never go opening the door. Who's stronger? I got a 6 strength.
Beulah's stronger.
Doors cannot be opened at this time.
Beulah's a little stronger than that.
So is Wave.
Did you guys hear the voice just
Yeah,
tell us the
doors cannot be opened.
No, I didn't hear that.
I think we need to stop knocking and just open it.
Doors cannot be opened at this time. For your convenience, a small explosive device has been armed. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Right, time to get out of the lift, everybody.
Yeah.
Get the water elemental to go into it and then squeeze the door open using his powers of... We'll freeze the water elemental when he gets through.
So can
I'm so excited. I've waited many years to explode.
So can we disarm this with a hacking roll?
Why would you want to disarm me? I'm a bomb. My whole purpose is to explode.
Okay. I'm obviously not talking to the bomb. I'm talking to the party members here.
I know you. I know.
The bomb overheard. Yeah.
The bomb,
the
the bomb overheard.
the vocoder's a neat effect for sure. Because you seem to be doing that live. I've had to use the typing one, but what would we? Can we set up like a dramatic task to try to take this thing apart?
Well, you do have a number of choices here. Yes, you can attempt to override the system, or if you really want to, if anyone, well, actually, none of you've really got any good persuasion, but you can actually persuade the bomb not to explode as well. But I think from your perspective, it will have to be you will have to basically do a dramatic task to override the bomb system.
Let's hack that baby. Yeah.
Otherwise, the bomb will decide to I say, I really want to explode. It is my purpose.
Yeah, this is one of them. It's from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. This bomb, isn't it? Yeah.
No, Dark Star.
I really, really enjoy blowing up for you. Yeah, it's one of the.
Dark Star. I think, therefore I arm. Let there be light.
Is it the elevator or is it just the bomb that's intelligent?
Somebody want to comment to this thing that once it explodes, it no longer exists?
Well, basically, it seems to be a security system. It's a security system that's sort of built into the elevator. It would appear. Is your interpretation of it? It's just one of those things. It's basically whether it was there originally or it's another one of the part of the strangers that's going on. You're not entirely sure.
Serious cybernetics.
If you can convince the bomb not to explode, then the doors will open.
Well,
and obviously by convince, I mean hack it or persuade it, whatever you want to do. So I think a multi-person dramatic task is possibly the way to go. So let's go for it.
Well, my solution is just going to be to repair hack it.
And Waif is actually going to use persuasion to try to talk it to it till we can get it disarmed.
Sounds good to me. Okay, Beulah, you get to go first with the King of Spades. No one's got clubs, so you're all okay on that score.
All right. Well, Beulah will use his electronics to just sort of make some basic connections to the machine and try and sway it over to our side here.
Okay, go for it. Are you happy with a 5?
And do you want some support rolls?
Well, don't forget you can.
I thought we were all in a dramatic. I'm not looking at the.
Oh yeah, we are in a dramatic task. Yeah. Okay, so Beulah's first.
Yeah, so that's a success. So yeah,
I'll single success. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's a multi-person dramatic task.
Right. So I thought that's what. Yeah. So I thought we were.
Yeah. No, you were absolutely right. So Aki, it looks like you're going to be using electronics. What are you doing?
I'm trying to find its AI system to tell it that it needs to be happy and not blow people up to survive.
Okay, that's a 4. That's a single success.
That'll do. Don't waste any more bennies.
All right.
I'm really looking forward to exploding you now.
I'm going to. I will do hacking. I have my smart friend who will be able to assist me, of course. Now, hopefully, no.
That's no. I mean, the others did succeed, so it's up to you if you want to spend a penny or not. Oh, the smart frame assists you. I apologise. It would have given you a +1 bonus if it was successful. Yeah, I misunderstood you there. You're quite correct. That's a 5. That gets you a single success. Merlin.
You know, Mr. Bomb, if you blow up while we're in here, part of the force of your explosion is going to go into killing us. And I mean, you wouldn't be able to see the entire glory of your explosion if you blow up too soon. You got to let us get out of here first.
Ooh, I like it. Oh. Do you know what? I'm going to give you a +1 bonus on anyway. But if you want to re-roll, feel free to do so with a +1 bonus on your persuasion. I did like your argument there.
I'll take the +1 for the 1 success.
No problem at all. That is true, but I'm not supposed to I'm not supposed to open the doors until after I explode. Wife.
Well, I'm going to explain to it that once it explodes, then it has no purpose left, and the point of existence is to have purpose.
Go for it. A 4. That's a good success. That's 1, 2. That's 5 successes on the first round. That's not bad. I'll tell you how many you need, because that would be too easy.
And Waif got a joker.
Okay. That gives us back to Waif. What are you going to use? What do you wish to do this turn? But I want to explode. It is my purpose. If I do not explode, then there is no reason for my existence. Waif.
I'm going to use repair to see if I can bypass the system and allow the door to open.
7, that's a success. Gets you 2 successes. Mr. Donahue.
All right. I'll keep up with what I'm doing. At the very least, trying to hopefully slow him down to keep him from being able to act. Do I get? Oh.
Technically, I'm going to make you roll a 1 on that. I'm going to make you re-roll the smart frame hacking, because of course it's dramatically appropriate that it could critically fail at this time. So if you re-roll your smart frame hacking, just to see if it critically fails and gives you a -2 penalty, because I'm evil right now. It did, I'm afraid.
Nope, no.
Oh, hang on. No,
it wasn't a natural one, was it?
It wasn't a natural one. It rolled. Sorry, I'm not sure why. Okay, that's fine. So it doesn't critically fail. Therefore, it does not apply a penalty to your hacking attempt. But off you go.
That's a raise.
Raise. Okie dokie. That's a raise. That's 2 successes. That's brilliant. That's a 9.
No, I understand that you're not supposed to blow up until, or you're not supposed to open the doors until after you blow up. But if you don't tell anyone, I won't tell anyone. And I would love to be able to see your full potential expressed. And I mean, come on, you really don't want to waste it on us.
Again, by bringing a smile to Mr. GM, I'll give you another +1 on your persuasive argument there. That gets you to 6. 9. But, you know, I do understand your point, but my job is to explode with anyone who isn't supposed to be in the lift inside me, so they can enjoy the full effect of the plummet down the 150 floors. Aki.
Okay, yeah, all right. Or couldn't we just get outside and photograph your explosion? Wouldn't that be better? To have a recording of it. If you let us out, we'll all get our cameras out and film it. I'm still going to hack it while I'm doing that, but yeah, that's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
That was terrible.
Terrible. I mean, don't think you can afford a failure because Mr. Donahue got a success, but a 5 is good. 8. Beulah.
Oh,
All right. Well, Beulah is going to.
I think I just heard the countdown begin.
Yeah, Beulah is going to get a little frustrated with this thing, and he's going to use a little bit of his fighting here, but he's just he's gonna hit this thing with his stun club to see if it can slow it down and frazzle it a little bit.
Go for it.
So
I like it.
it would be but it'll be subtle. I'm not trying to I'm more just trying to activate the stun club rather than trying to piss this thing off with but it would be a fighting roll. So here we go.
Yep. No, I completely understand. Or you looks like you're going to get a raise out of this. 10. That's very good. That's very good.
Okay, so I'm good with that, and
5, 10, 12 successes. Although I will say at this point, obviously, as you do that, it goes 6-5. But anyway,
765. God damn. Well, I'm going to carry on with my hacking, trying to find its.
It does bear pointing out at this point that Beulah, Waif, and Donahue.
No, Waif just got rid of her complication.
Yeah. Now, don't forget, if you have a club, you can choose not to do anything, and therefore, if you because a club gives you a penalty and roll, and if you fail the whole dramatic task for everybody.
I just passed. Yeah.
No, you had a queen of spades. You're fine.
Oh, all right. I'm going to put me back up again then.
Good.
Okay, I'm going to do my hacking skills then.
And since Beulah and Donahue both got the raise last round, they're sitting at 3, so they can easily pass without any complications.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a success then. Yeah.
Oh, Beulah. So you've got a choice. You can either spend a penny to get another card and hope it's not a club. You can choose not to act this turn and not risk failing and basically causing all sorts of chaos.
no, I know. I'm just. There you go.
Well, there you go. Absolutely fine. Go for it.
How do you like them apples? All right. So with that, the Beulah is gonna sort of step up, and he's gonna look in his angry and chromed look around. And he says, "Look at me. This is what you get when you mess with electronics and bombs." And he's gonna try and intimidate the machine to stop the bomb.
Go for it. I love it. Go for it. Oh, he's using a penny to reroll.
There we go. Something.
That makes it. I make that 15.
So there we
3. You have a point. Bomb disarmed. Have a nice day. And the door's open.
The door's open.
And Aki runs out.
Because getting blown up is not how she plans on ending, just as she's finding out the truth of her past.
It only cost me 2 bennies. Better than dead. So.
Yeah, better than having to spend them to soak.
Yeah.
Soak the explosion, yeah. Take 14 wounds, soak that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Something makes me think the DM doesn't have a wound cap on us, so TPKs are imminent.
Well, that's why you
It's the
save
fun
your bennies
adventure.
for the bleed out.
And do any of you have, this is the last session, do any of you have conviction points left?
Oh, I've got plenty of
true.
conviction.
I got 2 conviction points, yeah.
I've got a conviction left.
Got one last session, I thought.
Yeah. Right. Okay, where were we?
Because now's the time to spend them if you got them.
Very much so. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm trying to remember what we were doing next. Actually, I planned this a couple of weeks ago. I planned this and last week, the last session at the same time, and forgot to check. Aha! Yes. Yes. I remember. Okay. I need to clear the jokers. Then I need to add the players on, and then I shall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there we go. I will. That won't let me do it, will it?
The elevator shaft is gone, and we didn't get blown up.
I'm going to have to do it the slow way. Sorry, I had to load because I couldn't remember which map I was using. I had to load an encounter, but I don't need the encounter yet. So now I don't want to delete all. I can't just go delete NPCs. And annoyingly, I'm going to have to ask that. I can see if I can get Aki to add it in. Unlike certain other rule sets where there's an option to delete all enemies, isn't there? All I can do is delete NPCs, and I don't want to do that because that gets rid of half the party as well. Okay. So let's put Aki ran out first, I believe, didn't he? Reset fog of. Well, I need to get everyone out before I can reset the fog of war.
Does it delete hostiles or friendly NPCs as well?
Oh, is there? Oh, brilliant!
I don't know. That's what I thought. Is it? That's what I'm sure.
I will need to check. Yeah. I should just put all of you in the corridor, and then I can reset the fog of war and share it out as you enter out onto the corporate office level.
Are there any cameras in here?
Not that you could. Well, I mean, don't forget everyone appears to be very kaput in here, but yeah, there are probably security cameras on the walls and stuff. But yeah,
Pretty sure they know we're here at this point.
yeah.
These elevator doors.
Yeah. That's a very good point. I hadn't noticed that, so I'm going to retcon that. Yes, you've just come out of this elevator.
I'm going to go over there and go over that counter and my rifle up and see if anyone comes around that corner.
Okie doke. Well, what you do see there behind that counter, there does appear to be a goodly amount of scanners, and obviously, and with the cameras on the floor and everything, you are able to basically sort of ascertain the layout of the floor in general. I'm not sure if this works. If I do that, I think it shows you everything, but I don't know if when I do it, turn it back on, it remembers that you saw it all. I don't think it does it?
No, it doesn't. You have
That's
to
a
do.
shame.
The fog of war has to be broken for that. If you quickly let me move around a map for them 1 or 2 seconds.
Waif is going to move up and take up a position.
What I'm going to say is, from your camera perspective, you determine that is the location of the server room. There you go. Basically, southwest corner of the map.
Well, in game, we could just say that the drone sort of flies around and sees all of that, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I can do the drone like that. Obviously, with the secure doors and everything, that's all you'll get. But there we go. We'll say the drone's,
Then she's going to peek around the corner to see if the threat's immediately in the corner.
Very interesting. For some reason, walking through windows seems to be possible today.
Yeah, I actually opened the window first.
Yeah. See, it's meant to be non. I meant to make it non-toggleable because I wanted it to.
All right. Yeah, I saw it was toggleable. Untoggled it and then moved in. Yeah.
Yeah. Because the idea is obviously it's glass walls.
But I snuck around the edge, really.
Yes, I know you did. All seems quiet.
then I'm gonna move around the corner. Are there doors here that we can?
Yeah, I was just gonna work that one out.
Which is a door here, isn't it?
There are doors, yeah. I think you just have to hover along the wall.
I'm going to put my ear against this door and have a listen.
There's a door there. There's a door by the one by Aki. There's a set of double doors there, and there's a set of double doors there, which will get you down to the. That will get you down to the computer ops area. It's all seems quiet. All seems quiet. I don't think none of the doors should be locked, so you should be able to open them and investigate accordingly.
Well, I'm taking a position up outside because Aki's the one that likes to go running in and taking a chance on getting himself killed.
Is this the server room or is this someone's office?
That's someone's office.
And
The server room is southwest.
There's no one in this room, yeah?
Indeed.
Okay.
What you actually want to do is basically the server room is probably what you need to do is get to the computer consoles where the operators for the server room sit, jack in there, and then you'll be able to access the mainframe. The master control program, as it calls itself. This might be a shorter session today, I'm afraid, but anyway. It got further last week than I thought you would. Okay, so basically up ahead you can see a large number of computer consoles. So anyone who wants to jack in and shut down the master control program really needs to pick one of those consoles and jack in.
I'm just trying to move.
Hang on, let me
I totally froze up right.
I'll unlock the tokens. I didn't mean to. I should have unlocked them sooner, so you guys could just move freely, as it were.
Well,
right now.
Waif is going to take up her usual position just outside to watch for any approaching threats while they're inside.
Mookie will be on guard in the server room. But I'll be hacking.
And my fantasy grounds just crashed, so I'm coming back in.
Okay, I shall assume you've gone with. I'll assume you've gone down with everyone else into the main area, as it were.
Oh yeah, I want to go ahead and plug in somewhere.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, obviously you can. You
I'm going to stay out here with Waif and not hacking.
You're not going to hack in.
No, I'm going to make it because if something turns up, we need to.
Trying to hack into the goddamn game right now.
Yeah, my fantasy grounds has suddenly gone into not responding mode. I have a horrible feeling we may be looking at a.
Yeah, I was getting a not responding, and now I can't get in.
It could be because you're connecting that you're getting the not responding. Something happens sometimes, isn't it?
It does, but I get the impression my fantasy grounds may have decided to die. Just when you can sometimes move through if you click the wrong thing at the wrong time. Oh no, I've come back. Oh no, I haven't. It says I'm not responding, but
that's Bueller connecting.
Mine was not responding, so I just canceled out of it. And
okay, you guys are going to have to get booted, I'm afraid. I think.
Okay.
We're actually going to have to. Please hold, callers. Error. Fantasy Grounds has crashed. Error. Fantasy Grounds has crashed.
Well, as long as it wasn't the damned elevator, we're all good.
Fantasy Grounds has not crashed. Derper derper.
Right, I shall wait for that to come back online. We're just waiting for it to... Okay, Fantasy Grounds is back up. Sorry about that, guys.
Alright, I'll give it a minute before I log in.
I'm acquiring file list.
Yeah, I'm getting a not responding again, which is a bit worrying me now. Oh no, it's okay. This time
I'm getting acquiring.
Yeah, that's just everyone spamming your connection at the same time.
Fine, it's fine. I have no concerns. So we'll go be right back until everyone gets back in.
Well, if you're going away, I'm going to be right back.
I'll unlock the token so you can move yourselves back to where you were before.
That's where it was. Burr, 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 burr.
I think that's pretty much where everyone was before, wasn't it?
Yep. You did it faster.
That door should be open. I'm going to. Tweaks things slightly.
Weird. It doesn't save. That's funny.
Okay.
The door in that going to the black area in the center just to double check what's in there.
Which door is that? Sorry.
No, there's a blacked out area in the center of the map. Is there a door from in here in the computer area into that?
Oh, no. Hang on. Let me borrow a wave. It was the toilets. So it was just the toilets. The server room door is here, but that's locked. But you don't need to do anything from where you are for it. Does that make sense?
And she's nearer the door. She's, like I said, watching for threats appearing from outside.
Okie dokie.
Wait.
So,
to double check, the map shows a door by Smokey. Is that actually there in your map, or is that?
That is not a door. It's a data info panel. The door, yeah, that's the door there. Yeah.
Okay.
And as I say, you came in the lift doors, didn't you? Which are at the top. Okay, so look, Beulah and Beulah and Donahue are jacking into the computer consoles because it's an offline server, so you literally have to jack in from here, or basically or direct into the server room. But obviously, it's easy to do it from here. So yeah, no problem at all. The system seems quite happy to let you. Well, not happy to let you in, but there doesn't seem to throw up many barriers to stop you hacking in. And okay, that's where it gets interesting. So, and Mr. Donahue gets in as well. Both of you are fine. So basically,
Hackers. They're hackers.
You're entering the cyber systems.
By Jove, they're hackers.
Concentrate on in a second.
Bob.
In fact, actually, basically from here, you're able to see quite a few interesting log files and data entries, and it looks like there does appear to be some files that have been created with various user accounts and various user levels, and as far as you can tell, possibly hacked in systems and journal files and reports and everything. Basically speaking, it would appear that the CPU system became self-aware just before everything locked down, and it looks like Arasaki were pretty much getting control of it when, unfortunately, some external influence appeared to hijack the system and modified the actual core code. From what the operators who were working in this room could found out before they were their circuits were fried, as it were, by the self-defense systems that the CPU put up. It started calling itself the Master Control Program, and its new directive was to cleanse the Earth of the human pollution and enable Earth to heal itself back to as nature intended, to make the place more suitable for colonization by the Elvari.
My God, it's full of stars.
Indeed, but basically, it would appear some extra planar space elves decided that Earth would be a nice place if it got rid of those pesky humans and orcs and dwarves and everything. In fact, actually, they don't seem to like the elves of this planet as well. For basically all, because obviously all the sub races on this planet, you are genetically descended from humans. You're not pure elves as they see themselves. So they basically modified this program, and obviously then the Master Control Program started experimenting. Hence all those interesting things you saw out there on different ways to control the population. Unfortunately for everyone else, the Arasaki was able to enclose the thing, trapping the Master Control Program in here, except for a few inroads in and out, one of which you closed earlier on when when you first met Mr. Big. So that seems to be what's going on, and obviously, therefore, that's really got you up to date, because I think I forgot to mention some of that last week. So
copy like all that information into storage. I'll sort it out later.
Certainly. So obviously, sorry, carry on.
I'll sort out the access controls and the actual useful data later, but we'll copy it so we can send it out and make sure people are aware.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll start looking around for this master controller.
Certainly. Okay, so at the same time, can I well, I don't need notice rolls, it's very bright. Basically, suddenly out in the corridor, in the room opposite from where you're standing at the moment, Waif, you suddenly see a number of bright flashes of white light, which you've come to know signifies the opening of portals, and it looks like a group of Elvari Guardians are coming through.
Do I have a chance to react and duck in and alert the others?
Yes.
I'm on more of them space elves.
I'm in that room there, yeah. A bunch of space elves are coming through.
So be ready, guys.
Okay, so at that point, I shall deal the cards in, and we start with Mr. Donahue. So, Mr. Donahue,
That's a lot of them.
Okay, so I said we got company coming, guys.
This is going to be a very interesting map. So what I need to do is this is possibly where.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Possibly where I cause Fantasy Grounds to crash.
Where I ended up on initiative took cover.
It's absolutely fine. I need to lock the tokens, but I'll do that in a sec. Unfortunately, the adding NPCs to the rule set seems to take an awful lot longer than it used to. Okay.
Was I the only one that just saw an error thing?
The error came up saying, "Oh no, it looks like you're okay." Right, I need another. This is where I'm going to have fun and games, because I'm going to have to double map it. So I need to borrow. Oh, hang on. No. Let's see. I need to. I don't. Did we create a Bueller avatar in the end? No, I don't think we did. I need to create a Bueller avatar, don't I?
I have one on my sheet. That's why I was going to ask: am I in cyberspace, getting ready to face
Yes.
down the master controller?
Yeah, you are. So what I need to do is I need to open up your Donahue. Well, the easiest thing to do is add your Donahue avatar to be part of you, because obviously you can't actually do much, as it were. I need you physically there in case I get to physically attack you, but obviously you need your avatar to do stuff. So what I need to do is I need to create the Bueller avatar.
I don't know if you want to put me just as a avatar under me, because Smokey is going to be able to act, and he's under me as well.
Yeah. They'll all get to go on your card. It's easier that way.
And
it won't be for you guys because
he's going to be able to act as well.
Yes. Oh yeah. Basically, the idea is obviously Smokey can act in the real world, and now just need to remember how the stats work. Well, your avatar's stats look like your stats should be the same as your stats, shouldn't they? But it's your combat.
I have my deck has been upgraded because the stuff is going to be based off of the deck and off my skills. So he has his toughness, I think, is the same, but his parry is higher because my hacking is a D10 +1 versus my D4 fighting.
Yep, that is correct. So your parry is D10 +1, so that would be 5, 6 + 2 is 8. Parry's 8. Yep. Bueller's hacking is a 10, so Bueller's parry is 7. Toughness is based on your deck, isn't it? What's Bueller's deck?
And mine is upgraded because of edges.
Yep. That we do, and then just research as well. There we go. Okay. So whilst so Bueller's research is based on that program, and I've lost his research. Because it'll be based on the application. Okay, so then I need the Bueller token for the Bueller avatar. Sorry about that, guys. We'll get it going. Here we go. So then I need to find Bueller on the combat tracker, which is easy enough. If I go to the map and middle mouse button on him, that will show me where he is on the tracker. Then if I go to his main and open up the Bueller avatar, then I can drop the Bueller avatar on there. So that's your avatar for cyberspace. So then I can put the Bueller avatar, and I can put the Donahue avatar in cyberspace. And obviously the physical players won't need to see it, but at the same time, just because you guys might appreciate this, I'm going to share the cyberspace map with you guys once I've got it ready. You imagine it's taking me a while to set it up. Sorry. Sometimes I wish there was an option to add things in visible. Okay, what's missing? Something's missing. Shielding number 6 is not visible, and shielding 17 is not visible. Okay, so you two guys appear in cyberspace. Basically, you found your way in, and all you need to do is upload. Basically, all you need to do is access the master control program, and then basically upload for all intents and purposes a virus into the master control program. Unfortunately, the master control processor does have defenses, and there's your battle map.
You're playing Breakout.
You should. I need my smart frame added to cyberspace and combat tracker.
Oh, okay, yep. Oh, dear me. You're not going to make. You're not tempted. This is where it gets God, black.
Well, he's on my character sheet. He's set up. You can just
Yeah, no. I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong. This is not Breakout. Do you not recognise what this is?
Yes, yes, I
Yeah,
do.
it's
I'm not
Tron.
gonna say anything. See, copyright stuff.
I was gonna say Galaga, isn't it, or something?
It's
Although
Tron.
although there are some deflectors in there as well, which you might recognise from another game. If I move one down, oops.
Does
Arkanoid.
this mean we get to ride the light cycle soon?
Alas, no. But
Not enough edges for
alas,
it,
no.
You got some Arkanoid going on in there and all, wouldn't you?
There is indeed. So
Yeah,
all you've got to do is
My
basically
follower
all you've
sound
got to
on
do-
Twitch is Arkanoid.
Yeah.
Du-du-du-du-du-du-du.
Remember, you can spell derail without Eldari. Fair enough. So basically, all you've got to do is get to the top. So Aki it depends on whether he wants to jack in and join that or not. Is up to him. But anyway,
Well, I'm
I
going to
got a
help.
feeling we're gonna need Aki out here.
Yeah, you're going to need me for a bit to kill this lot here.
okay, so that brings us to Mr. Donahue, who obviously his physical sense isn't doing anything. But yeah, sorry for the guys who are in cyberspace. You're gonna have to flip between maps if you want to use your physical drones. But
Okay. So there's a bunch of enemies here.
Wave just saw a load of portals opening up in that room up there.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of those flashing lights that tells us that those weird space elves are about to show up. So that's why I ducked in here to alert you guys and to take some cover.
Well, first thing I'm gonna do is spend conviction. This is gonna be interesting. As
That's the cyberspace. We're not in cyberspace yet. I'll turn that off for now.
let me double check that against the effects of. I need to double check. That it's been a while since I've done melee.
Sorry. Everyone turn that off.
What was a
Oh, there
second?
it is.
Okay, not sweep frenzy. Okay, I was gonna say if that was sweep, you're gonna have some trouble.
Okay. Okay, so it's basically smoky.
How do we rate this up?
I always knew this would be a complicated one. Sorry, guys. I've got to keep the people who aren't in cyberspace occupied, while the people in cyberspace have got things to do as well.
I will do up an attack bot and my stealth. I have parallel thinking, so it'll only be a minus. Should only be a -1 penalty. So hacking. The attack bot will kick off.
Okay.
I should probably have an NPC. And then my stealth decoy. Oh, my conviction didn't work.
You got to drag it to the character on the tracker.
No, I think it's.
It says it's using it, but
Yeah, no. What it is.
Oh, it's not adding it to everybody.
Yeah, it only adds it to me, but I was using the avatar since that was actually in there.
I understand. My bad.
Yeah, maybe conviction doesn't add to the avatar. That's going to be annoying, isn't it?
Yo.
That's okay.
You'll just have to do it manually. We
I don't know. Go and check.
manually. Yeah, it's
It should be, but
conviction,
always best to check.
Yeah, it's because fancy
Put it on
grounds,
if it ain't, and put the
obviously,
heating on if you think it's. Actually, don't put heating on. It's not cold.
I don't think NPCs can have conviction. Yeah, it's a limitation of fancy grounds, if that makes sense.
Okay.
That's
But
okay.
I did really well. I did really well with. I suppose I should re-roll that hacking for the.
Can't you add a conviction to Smokey, or whoever it was, effect?
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, maybe let's try that.
Re-roll the hack. Okay, so hack bot will get a raise too.
Okay. Yeah, you can apply. Yeah, so I can apply the conviction as an effect. Good call. Where are you, Mr. Aki? There you go. So the Beulah avatar will also get a conviction because, of course, he is. That sounds good to me. Right.
So
That's
I
the-
can't. Can I add those, or do you have to add them?
what the effects?
Mm-hmm.
I think I have to do it, add them as a GM. Yeah.
Because I don't see the lines to type on as a player. I've had players
No.
ask, and I don't play as a player.
If
as
you
my
drag
player.
the effect from the effect window onto you, you can, but I don't think conviction's in the effects, is it?
Right,
isn't.
but you can't make a custom one, can you? And then drag it.
The GM can make a custom one that players can drag. Yes.
The GM can make a custom one the players can drag, but the players can't add the custom one and drag it themselves.
No, they can't. No.
Fair enough. That's what I was looking for. Thank you.
No problem. Okay, so Mr. Donahue's basically loading stuff into his deck, which is fine. That brings us to
Already loaded. I'm activating them.
Yep, no problem. That brings us to Smokey. What's it say?
You light your farts with a candle.
If it's easier and you want someone else to control Smokey for the fighter, I'm happy to do so.
Nope. Sorry. Trying to make things easier. Where's Smokey? There's Smokey. All right. He'll look to. Oh, Waif went inside.
Yeah, Waif went and ducked inside to take cover and to let the others know that we've got company coming. Which was exactly what her purpose in being out here was, to alert us to incoming threats.
He will follow Waif then to see what she.
What I
His
will
direction
point
is to
out
follow Waif's
Yeah.
to follow and support Waif. So
that's okay. What I will point out to Merlin and Waif, because obviously they don't have implants to jack in, each of those consoles do have VR rigs which allow you to enter cyberspace, but not physically, if that makes sense.
That's not Waif's job.
No, but it might. It depends. If you deal with the physical threat and they still need help in cyberspace, you guys can virtually enter cyberspace. Is what I'm trying to say.
Let's deal with the physical threat first, yeah, and then we'll.
Obviously, yeah.
Yeah, these Elvira.
Then we can all jack into VR and play.
That brings us to the Donahue avatar.
Oh, he already went. That was the stuff I was doing with the and the smart frame will try to give me armor.
Okay. Now range and movement don't really have any effect, but obviously what you need to do is break your way through the shielding to allow you to move up into the master control program at the top. Okay.
But give me I'll fix it. Or can you give me 2 armor for the avatar?
Yep. Oh, on the avatar, yeah. Okay. Back to the real world. This Elvari Guardian. Oh, why is I haven't got tokens. Not tokens. The Elvari Guardian's going to come through. Pace of 6. Move to there. And I'm going to give you a cover bonus because you are ducked behind the door. But he spots you and opens fire, hitting. You are ducked behind the door, so I will give you a bonus on the cover. So yeah, it's fine. You're shaken. Unfortunately, basically bits of wall panel and door frame explode, and it's enough to shake you. There we go. That brings us to Aki.
Okay.
From where I am, I can see that only one has entered the corridor, but I know there's more there by the sheer number of flashes of light I saw. Right?
Yes, yeah, and you can hear them moving. Aki, your conviction is not about to expire. You just activated it before your combat round, so I will click it this once for you. Okay, Aki opens fire with his assault rifle. Really could do with the gunshots of X, but I haven't got them on me, so.
Boom, boom.
Oh, that's a wound. Okay, that's the first Elvari Guardian taken out instantly. He's lying on the floor, bleeding out. And that brings us to Beulah. So technically, actually, that just means it's your hunter drone first in the physical world.
Okay, so in the physical world, the hunter drone. Here, I don't see anybody. Is that supposed to be right?
Hopefully, you can see him behind the door.
Oh, Jesus. They're just really small. Okay.
They are, aren't they? I don't know why. Let's make them bigger if I can.
No, it's okay. I was zoomed out because I was trying. I see a couple of them now. No problem.
That's an interesting bug. You can't resize them on the combat tracker anymore. Oh, geez. He's gone very small. I've made one of them invisible. I don't know which one it is. Okay, what's that drone up to? He opens fire, but the Guardian ducks back behind cover. And over to your avatar. Your conviction is not about to expire.
So the Beulah avatar. Yeah, it shouldn't because I just started it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just one of those. If you spend it before it gets to you on the combat round, it gets a bit funky. But that's
My
fine.
bad. Okay, so I'm going to do the hacking roll for it.
Yep. So basically, what you want to do is you're going to use hacking to attack the shielding in front of you, as it were. So you can target. Basically, you just need to decide which one of the shields you want to try and destroy, and a successful hacking, if it does enough damage, will wound it, as it were.
Aha! So it's like Breakout.
Very
It
much
is
so.
like it is like the Tron game. Oh.
As I said, Breakout. I said it's Breakout mixed with Arkanoid.
Right, attack bot and bot R needs D6 hacking, but R needs D8 hacking. God, he's creating so many bots. I don't blame you for creating so many bots.
Well, I didn't think of it now until that they needed that that I needed NPCs so they could be attacked and destroyed.
So now
No, exactly. Yeah.
that was a hit with a raise, but there's no damage roll, right? That's just I win.
No, you do a cyber attack, which I forgot to set up for you, which I'm just sorting out.
Okay, because I don't see on the avatar deal.
No, it's because I forgot to basically.
Oh, I see you putting it in now. Okay, fair enough. Okay, I went too fast. I apologize.
It's absolutely fine. It's a special. It's based on.
It's your hack based off your hacking, and if you got fighting, you get a D4.
Yeah. I'm going to say you got the fighting. It's easier that way. So
I
damage
do have fighting, so yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I have cyber fighting, but yeah.
I'm going to say you. Well, the argument I'm going to have is you.
Yes.
I'm going to assume you do for this fight because you wouldn't. You know what I mean? You weren't here when we did when we started up. We tweaked all how to do all the cyber stuff, so that's why your character didn't get updated.
I forget. Can we share the programs?
So
I don't see why not.
2 wounds takes care of that thing, right?
Then he's got fighting with frenzy.
Where's yeah.
It was the blue at the bottom.
Yeah, no, it's just finding it on the combat tracker. There you go. So you remove one of the shields. And as I say, you can move, but you can move anywhere you like, but you're stuck within the confines of this area as you basically far out to.
I don't see any reason to do any movement there. Now, does Beulah get to make another hacking roll, or is Beulah acting as the avatar, and therefore that's it?
Beulah's acting as the avatar, as it were. It's only if you do basically
unless I act in the real world to have to turn around and defend, but then I would lose my turn as a hacker. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's a very strange one. I did like the sound effect I had in the background there. So I just need to create a couple of bots. With an
I created them. If you're talking about me, they're on my sheet. They just need.
Oh, sorry. Just need adding to the combat tracker.
Oh yeah, just one attack bot R because I got a raise.
Attack bot R with a raise.
Is the raise?
What? Yeah. What's the issue with it? You just need it on the.
The hacking needs to be a D8, and I can't change the skill for some reason.
There you go. No problem at all. Just give it a token.
And then if you can throw a decoy on there from my stealth.
Yeah. Attack bot needs to go.
Needs fixing.
Sorry, guys. We'll get this going. We'll get this flowing in a minute. Sorry. And the decoy bot as well. Okay. Assets. That then. And the decoy bot goes on as well. There we go. That needs to be turned on. That needs to be turned on. Right, there we go. Where are we? We are with Merlin. Sorry, I must have moved it on accidentally there. Sorry, Merlin, over to you.
It's all good. It happens. Merlin is going to try and see if he can get line of sight here. He can. I can only barely see him, but I'll go ahead and shoot number 2 with one of my magic missiles. Oh, how long has it been since the roof? How many points did I get back?
It hasn't been an hour yet. This is almost real time, as it were.
Okay, then I will just shoot him with my bow.
Oh, actual fact, I'll give you fairness. It's you probably spent about half an hour in the lift, didn't you? So we'll call it an hour. I'll be nice. I'll call it 1 hour. Because you did
Yeah,
spend
I'm still
a fair
just
bit
going
of
to shoot
stuff.
him with my bow.
Yeah, go for it. You hit with a raise. Two wounds. Another Elvari Guardian goes down. What happens to them? Let's turn that off.
Okay, and Bob, what is Bob going to do? How far can Bob move normally? Oh, not very. Okay, so let's go ahead and run Bob.
What about Bob?
That's one of my kids' favorite movies.
Did you not see that movie?
My
I've not
kids
seen it,
made
no.
me watch it like 20,000 times.
Yeah, I've watched it a few times as well.
It's with
Bob
it's
will
with
run
Bill
up to there.
Bill Murray. You got to watch it. It's funny.
Bill Murray, Richard Dreyfuss. Yes, very funny. What about Bob?
Bob can see number 5, so let's go ahead and huck some water at Bob.
Okay, I will add it to my watch list.
Bill Murray's a patient and Dreyfuss is a shrink, and he goes off on summer vacation, and Bill Murray freaks out and follows him there, and the whole family loves him, and it drives the
Just
shrink
tell the
crazy.
whole movie to him so he doesn't have to bother watching it.
Yeah.
Shh.
Oh, that's in the preview, for God's sake. That's
Yeah, that previews are rubbish and all. They ruin movies with previews.
Okay, I think the water elemental
You naughty
fired
boy.
the water spell, but did no, which hits, but unfortunately does no damage, which brings us to Waif.
Came unshaken, so she's gonna step out here. Does this give me line of sight on number 5? That's only part of my move. Yes, it does.
Yeah, if you could see them, you could see them. Yes. Like the shields don't get.
I
damaged.
only
The
took
shields-
part of my move for a reason.
Yep.
With my chi focus.
Okay.
And then with my rest of my move, I'm gonna duck back into this room. We're gonna set him up for some crossfire here.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Well, I ran right into the big guy, right?
I'm afraid you did. He's going to have to come off hold. Wasn't on hold, but he's meant to be on hold. So I'm afraid, yeah, unfortunately, you run straight into the big guy who literally swings at you with his. Oh, look at that! But critically fails.
Yeah, but he's within my reach now for my melee.
Okay, so I've lost him on the combat tracker. So he critically fails. So basically, as you realise that, as you come into the room, out of the corner of your eye, you see him there, and you dive to the side, and his sweep doesn't connect with you, and his basically really sharp sword gets stuck in the wall, and leaving him vulnerable until he acts. Okay. Last but no means least, I get to move the deflectors, which will be interesting if I move them, if I get down to them.
Can Smokey act since he's following her?
Nope. Why is that not? Okay. Bink. There we go. Smokey act. Smokey's been. He goes on your card.
Okay.
Next round, right. Now I've got the combat tracker sorted with all the things that don't need to act on hold and stuff, so I'm hopefully knowing what I'm doing now. We've got a Joker, so everyone.
Oh, yes! Not only that, I'm going to spend a conviction here.
Go for it.
Good.
And I'm just going to walk right up to this badass dude.
Yep.
And do what I do best.
Change targets. You're targeting the other one still.
I'll clear it for you. There you go. You hit with a raise on the Waymaster. The cyberspace effects on when you're in cyberspace in the real world. I shouldn't
You want me
have
to take that card that adds damage on melees?
I don't think it'll do any good.
I don't
because
think so.
double
I don't think you need it on this one.
finger is ridiculous.
What wave does best?
Wowzers. Okay, I've got to spend both his bennies on attempting to soak 4 wounds. Oh. Yeah, he's still in the fight. He takes 2 wounds and is shaken.
But he's shaken, so I'm going to duck under this table.
Okay. You duck under the table. Definitely not doing end turns now. This combat track is so full and people have got conviction. I don't want them to lose it. Okay, now Donahue, you should have a conviction still, but it's obviously turned off because of all the fun and games we had last round. But you'll have to spend a Benny if you want to keep it.
Okay. All right. Now, question.
No, you're not confused.
I used stealth last round. Do I have the? Is there the drop in cyberspace when you've stealthed, or is it just not being necessarily seen?
I think it's not necessarily being seen, so basically they'd have to notice you to target you, as it were.
That's fine. I will. First off, SmartFrame's going to support me with targeting.
Mm-hmm.
That will succeed because he's not multi-actioning.
Yep. Okay, that's a 5. That's a +1 bonus.
That's a +1. I am going to multi-action because I have parallel thinking, the -1 penalty. I am fighting with Frenzy twice. And
this is your avatar. Yeah.
Yep. We just have to get like a line through to the back door. We don't have to wipe out all the shielding.
That's your understanding of it. Yep. You just and the jump you can move through. Yep.
Okay. So I will start with that deflector.
Okay.
What was conviction?
What you got to do is after we get through the breakout and Arkanoid, you got to watch out for Defender and maybe Space Invaders as well.
Boom. That'll hit with a raise. I will do damage.
The deflector shouldn't have parry too, but I'll worry about that in a minute.
Conviction didn't roll. Conviction doesn't add the damage.
It says conviction D6. That's the last 6 on the end, isn't it?
I hit with a raise.
I don't think it picked up that you did the damage. Yeah, so that's 11 points of damage on the deflector.
And you were so happy when I ran right into the big bad, right? Weren't you?
The deflector.
You just get down a dojo more. You would have sensed him in that room. Dojo more often.
All right. So shielding number 37 hits with a raise. This, since you got me on the avatar. 17 damage to number 37.
Okay, 17 damage to number 37, which it's interesting actually. It's registering the targets, but it's not registering the damage. I can live with that because I know how to deal with it. But anyway, okay, you destroy.
Let me try zooming in, but it's just really hard to try.
Don't worry. Seriously, it's not a problem. I know. Fantasy Grounds is a bit funky when it comes to overlapping stuff. Okay, at this point, I am going to
2 more attacks to do. I still have my action. That's it. Didn't roll a conviction.
Who didn't? Your programs won't get conviction. Only your avatar will get conviction.
No, it's not rolling them. I'm confused. All right.
Well, it's all down to who. It's got to be who. You've got to target whoever's on the combat tracker to The combat tracker's got to be active for the person that's doing it for conviction to roll to work. That's the problem. That's why you really have to sort of work your way down the list, as it were. But anyway, your avatar. You hit it. He's getting very fast through this. I'm going to have to hit swarm you. Okay.
Obviously an expert at breakout.
He's obviously an expert at breakout. Or somewhere along the line I screwed something up.
If you know where to put the paddle, you can always hit the right spot.
This is it, isn't it?
Blue,
Why are
blue,
they?
blue,
Why
blue.
are they floating there? I hate to
You want
badly
to
rolling on the
date
bigger
my
roll. There we
avatar.
go. No, it's going down.
All right.
That's not good.
I've got an itchy toe. And not anymore because I've scratched it.
Is its parry actually 2, or is it supposed to be?
The shielding, yeah, it's meant to be 4, but it doesn't matter.
Okay, so it's still
I
hit
forgot.
deal damage then.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, this is starting to work better. There we go. Boom. Blast through that one. All right. My
Got
attack
it.
box go off.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
And that is number 33.
I still got to find a way to weasel that unbeatable thing in. I can't figure out how to sneak that one in. The player's like, "Hey, that's not part of the rules."
That will miss.
There's nothing that says
anyway.
you can't. There's nothing that says you can't use unstoppable. Is a perfectly valid effect.
Oh wait, their parry's on. No, their parry is 4. You said.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the
so
parry's for it. I don't. It should. Yeah. I'm not. It's
will-
because I'm treating it as ranged attacks, but I forgot to update their parry. It's my mistake. There's too many of them to update now.
No, that's fine. That will miss, and then Smokey will follow Wave.
Okay. Actually, I can do it manually, so let's do that.
Smokey. So the master controller isn't actually here.
You can't actually target it. You've got to actually go up inside it, and it'll be a dramatic task.
No, what I was gonna do is I got villainous verbosity, and I was gonna use it on.
Oh right, no, it's not actually. It isn't really. Alas, I know what you're saying. Well, even if it doesn't actually, it's too busy controlling everything else. If that makes sense. Once you're inside, it's actually you're actually inside its body now, because obviously all the other stuff was you got through before. That does not strike me as a very dodgy. That strikes me
In
as
which
something
case, it's controlling everything in here. You said, right?
Yeah.
It needs the glow. I taunt it as like we are going to.
Sorry, no. It's not controlling these programs. They're autonomous. What I'm trying to say is it was controlling everything outside. Now you're inside its own server. But go for it. Loses next action by gloating or talking about his master. That won't make everything miss its turn, alas. But
Then I won't use it.
No. What I will do is yes, I will. Because obviously it's meant to be played on an opposing wildcard. There aren't any wildcards in here. However, what I will do is I've got an idea that will make the card still valid. Yes.
I was honestly expecting to do actual combat with him, not do it as a dramatic task or something. But,
well, no. It will basically, obviously, with the. Don't worry, you'll find out. Have you finished activating all your living stuff?
There's still Smokey.
Yeah, Smokey in the real world. Smokey, sorry. Yep, go for it.
He follows Waif like I told him to, sees that guy, and goes after him.
Okie dokie.
But who's the bandit? Sorry.
I got it. I got
Burt
the
Reynolds.
reference.
Burt Reynolds.
I got the reference.
1 hit.
Schmocky.
Right. I am definitely losing the plot out here.
Smokey moved
So-
in his attack bot went off. Smart frame supported me. I did my stuff. I'm all done. Okay. Just a minute.
Okay, I'm just closing windows down in the background because this is one heck of a complicated fight.
You got 2
Okay.
summoners going off essentially.
I need to open that back up. No, I don't. I need to open that back up. Then I need to go to main. Then I need to go to there. And that's the problem. That closes that. What I want to do is I want to give... Actually, I know what I should have done, actually. Because it makes things more interesting. Yes, I'm going to retcon things slightly. Think. So nothing beyond your control, but makes things more interesting for me, and means I can make you guys suffer a bit longer. Actually, time-wise, no, it doesn't matter. Put you back. I want to give an attack bot to Beulah as well. He's got one to control, so he's got one as well. But I might actually I might put his outside for something. I might put his there. That's no problem at all. Okay. I just need to give Beulah the stats for the. I need to open up Beulah's character sheet. Go to the main tab and give him an attack bot. There we go. Right. Where are we? I'm lost. I've lost the plot. It's my fault, not yours. We are on the spider bots. So these things sort of appear. They do, and they literally appear out of ground and sort of start moving in a very sort of badly animated kind of way, as if they're from at least a couple of decades ago. It fires its viral launcher at Beulah but misses. You might need to clear these out now. Ha 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 ha. That's another miss. With their range problem, they're just going to get in close and slowly. That's my plan anyway. Oh, yeah, right. 7. Where's 7? And where's 8? There's 8. There we go. Nothing to worry about. I'm sure you shouldn't be too concerned. Okay. That brings us to Merlin. It'll take a while.
Okay, Merlin is going to step out here and see if he can get line of sight on the one that Bob was just shooting at. He's moved.
Didn't I think Waif killed him? Waif shot him, killed him, and then moved back into that room.
Right, and then moved into okay.
Ducked into here.
There's a blood splat and a corpse. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see the bad guy from here.
He's stuck in the corner behind the wall with Smokey.
Yeah. I am going to. I'm going to put mage armor on Waif.
Okay. Sounds really decent of you.
Dun, 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 dun.
And now Bob, we'll see if Bob can come in here and maybe start beating on this guy too.
Hey, Bob's going to come in there and start. Yeah, Bob. I think Bob can. Oh, yeah, Bob can see me. He's in the doorway. It's the quirk of the line of sight, isn't it? So there you are. I'll target him for you.
Come on, here we go. Thank you. Doop-a-doop. Oh, wow. Yeah, even gang up's not going to make that happen. Okay, we're done.
Okie dokie. Oh, the Elvari Raymaster is going to remain shaken, and I'm going to spend a Benny to unshake him. And then I'm going to use my blade on Smokey. Oh, my fantasy grade's definitely slowing down with the amount of things I've got in the combat tracker. Parry. Oh, Smokey is safe. Smokey is very good at defending himself.
You got company coming out there.
Yeah, I've got me gun ready. Don't you worry.
I think I might just have to kill Avari Guardian number 3 because Avari Guardian number 3 has become a tiny little dot where I tried to resize it using the combat tracker. So Avari Guardian number 3 has obviously basically gone back through the portal into negative space. Okay, I am going to fire a shuriken pistol at the hunter drone. Hitting, doing quite a lot of damage. I'm afraid the hunter drone is destroyed.
Before I could move him back, I had a feeling that was going to happen.
Sorry about that. I'm going to shoot Merlin.
Hang on a second. Can I play one adventure card?
What's that adventure card?
The this one on that little shuriken job.
Okay, yes, certainly.
So the droid's not dead. It's a critical failure. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So I need to find. Right.
Sorry, I was thinking about saving someone with that card. Now I found someone to save. Little drone.
Yeah, annoyingly, I don't think I've got the stats.
Oh, Merlin, you owe me an adventure card actually because I gave you one earlier.
Oh, is that where I got all these from? Okay.
You got the one with the get your PowerPoint 2d6 PowerPoints back or whatever it is.
Oh, that's right.
Hunter drone's going to have to change because I managed to just kill it.
Going to turn into a big 6'5" titanium droid with 17 arms.
I'm down with that.
Hey.
Max from the black hole. That'll do.
All of my cards except for one is
Maximilian.
Yep.
Okay, so I need a new drone. I need a new drone. Actually, oh no, I said it flew, didn't I? So I need to find the token. Why could you tell me you had the card sooner?
You're just so quick. You're just moving through the combat tracker so quick.
And didn't I owe you a card, Beulah?
Why do you think I moved you? Because I'm desperately trying to get this finished today. Right.
No,
Okay. The hunter drone is not dead. Its stats may have slightly changed because basically I just had to recreate it from something else, but that should be fine.
Oh, you just gave me back the card I gave you.
Oh shit! And while I'm sitting here, I still have the sheet still on my hotbar.
Oh, that's.
I don't know if that does you any good, but
I don't think it does. Not to worry. Okay. That brings us to the deflectors.
So what happened when he critically failed?
Oh, that's the shielding. The Elvari Guardian was that one here. He is obviously gun jammed then, isn't he? There we go. And then this deflector's going to move down to there. There we go. Okay. That brings us to Beulah, whose conviction will expire unless you want to spend a penny.
And Beulah will be spending a penny.
Okie dokie. It's more to keep it alive for your avatar than anything else.
Yeah, I just did it to extend conviction there.
That's fine. Okay.
And so I do have a question, and
Yes.
that is in when we play these breakout things, like if you shoot it at an angle, it bounces and hits 2. Is there a way to do that with this avatar?
If you do a good shot, you could be able to hit like 4 or 5 and get it stuck in this. Yeah.
You do know what I mean, right? You know,
I do, but I do seem to recall that is definitely what you could do in Breakout. You could bounce it off the walls, which you could still do with this. However, I seem to recall in the copyrighted material that we're obviously not mentioning, that I'm shamelessly ripping off here. I think you can only take 1 shield out at a time, but it has been a long time since I played.
It wouldn't surprise me if the copyright on Breakout expired by now.
Yeah, this isn't Breakout. But that's by the way.
This is Disney. This is Tron.
This is Disney. You don't.
Oh, they stole it. They stole it from Breakout. So Nolan Bushnell's going to have to sue them.
Yes.
But this thing is going to be Exhibit 1 and some major lawsuit here.
I would say yes, but it would have to be. I would say yes, but it would have to be a multi-action for each block you wish to remove or target you wish to remove.
Well, if he's using the fighting I have Frenzy loaded up. I have Frenzy as an option for mine, so he would too.
Okay, well there you are. Then you can. Yes, you can as a single action do a frenzied attack without a multi-action.
So that would be 2, right? 2 rolls, right?
2 rolls, yeah. So what are you targeting? Well, actually, the way it works is actually you don't get 2 wild dice. So just let me roll that, because on a frenzy, it's two of your skill dice, but only 1 wild dice.
Oh, okay, but right. So I wanted to attack the. So right, I was thinking of hitting the blue.
Well, the deflectors are defending blue at the moment, so you'd have to target a deflector to take out the block.
To take out, well, right, no, but right, so it's, but I'm looking at shielding 33. I don't see a block there, right? I just made the roll. I didn't drop it on it.
No, there's a deflector between you and shielding 33. That's the whole point of the deflectors.
Okay, well then I'll just hit the deflector and then I'll hit the shielding then to try to get past it. Punch it.
Take a look at it.
Okay, so it's not letting me target shielding 33 for some reason. Now, so 11 onto the deflector. You hit with a raise onto the deflector.
Oh,
Shaking it.
That's not good enough.
Okay. 10 points of damage, wounding it. I'll try again to try and defend my deflector. I think I finally soak a damage on a deflector. I do. And that's your lot. But you have your attack bot. But those spiders are getting close.
So the attack bot is where sheet-wise? Oh, there it is.
Did I not share it with you? I thought I had. There you go.
All right, and it's another hacking roll?
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, it's attack. So,
oh, there it is.
What are you targeting? The deflector again, or the spiders, or
The
anything else?
deflector, I guess. Deflector 2, yeah.
Deflector 2 has a parry of 4, so you hit.
Mm-hmm.
11 points of damage, wounds it. Ugh, I doubt I'm going to be able to save it twice in a row, am I? No, deflector number 2 is gone. How annoying is that? Which brings you to the real world in your hunter drone, which isn't dead.
Which isn't.
AFK a second.
Okay. You'll have to use the new hunter drone rather than the old hunter drone stats, sorry. We're on your character sheet.
I'm going to have it fly back to here.
Okay.
And it's just going to be ready to start plinking things to try to come through the door that it can see.
No problem. That brings us to Aki.
Hello.
Hello. What's Aki going to do?
He's going to kill some stuff.
Go for it. Your conviction is about to expire. Do you wish to maintain it?
Yes, I shall maintain it.
Bend a penny, please.
Ta-da. Right.
Okay, over to you.
Okay, so there's 2 of them. I'm going to step forward. And then I'm going to lob a frag grenade.
Okay.
Aren't those great, Aki? I love them.
That should do it, shouldn't it?
It did indeed.
As long as I don't roll. Hang on. Why is it doing a... Oh, yeah, conviction. Okay, so I didn't miss.
So it's very accurate. You forgot to target them, so it didn't. So you're going to have to manually roll the turn on the raise damage for each of them. Roll your grenade. But please don't end turn at the end of your go. I shall deal in a new round. I've got to sort some things out before the end of turn. Okay, so you kill both of them with a well thrown hand grenade. So that's the end of the round. If you want to move anywhere, please do so. Don't end your turn because I need to do some stuff and I don't need the combat moving around.
Yep, I'm just going to move there and then that's my move.
Okay, a large number of portals open around the building. So you see a lot of flashes to the north. Wave suddenly finds herself with 4 more Elvari appearing and stepping out of a portal in the same room as her.
Uh-oh, she's in trouble.
I don't suppose she's
Comes
not
off home.
enough to have first strike, is she?
Okay, new round, indeed. New round. There's an awful lot of cards being dealt in now. Okay, shielding. Okay.
Trying to find out where I am on this tracker to see if I want to spend a penny.
You got a 7 of spades.
I'm spending a penny.
Oh my.
Well, I'm going to put the shieldings on hold in future because what I wanted to do is not going to work, so I'm going to do it a different way.
Better.
Selection mode. Where's selection? Why does selection mode turn on?
I got a joker. Yeah, baby.
There we go.
That was worth it.
Yeah, I went from 3 to a joker, so bottom of the list to top of the list. Thank you very much indeed.
Oh, joy. I think I just broke the game. Yeah, Fantasy Grounds doesn't like too many tokens. I might just have to... this was just too much for Fantasy Grounds, I'm afraid. I've killed my Fantasy Grounds.
Have you?
Yeah, you gotta be careful about how many NPCs.
Did it freeze?
It's frozen, yeah. I've got too many NPCs open, I think. I shouldn't have tried being clever.
Well, wait a second.
I wasn't going to do it.
Give it a second to try and see if it just catches up. Or,
It might resolve it.
or see if you can type save down the bottom so it saves the campaign. It remembers where we were.
It's my mistake. I decided not to do something and then I just remembered I just remember because I tried something and I just remembered I've killed Fantasy Grounds. Sorry, too much on the last game. Sorry, I got over ambitious. I wanted to try something that the game lets you do, which is have the shielding rotate, but I'm not going to do that. It's too dangerous. Okay, so never.
Oh, that's a nice touch.
I wanted it to rotate, but there's too many tokens to do it. I mean, if I had a party that was all cyberspace based, then I could have done it. But I realised it's just too much going on in the combat tracker, so I don't know what's going to happen here.
I do. Just kicked us
There
out.
we go.
Yeah. What I mean is, I don't know what's going to happen with result to where the combat tracker is from the last time it's saved.
We're going to log back in and find that everyone's been killed, and we won.
Well, I'm not going to try to be clever anymore.
We win.
I'm not going to try to be clever anymore, so I will have to do some manual tweaking of the game, I suspect. It's just obviously.
You were finding spider bots.
I know the spider bots were too much. I might get rid of the spider bots. They're not doing any good. They're just slowing the game down. I got too excited with the spider bots. I might get rid of them. They're not doing anything. They were there to make you panic, but you're ignoring them, so there's no point.
Well, there's so many of them that there's no way to fight them all. So
I know.
The option is to basically you rush our way through.
But yeah, no. The point was I wasn't expecting you. I put them in there just a bit of fun if everyone piled into VR, which you didn't. But then I panicked because you you started getting through the defenses. But time wise and the amount of crashes, I'm at the point where I don't care anymore.
Oh, trust me, don't worry. I'm gonna be through the defenses this next round.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to. Right, what I need to do is I'm going to take you off hold. So basically everyone's gonna be dealt new cards, I'm afraid. But
I spent a penny to get that queen.
Yeah, I spent a penny to get that Joker as well. So we need all new Joker.
I will award you bennies on the.
We need at least 2 bennies for that inconvenience because of you messing up the game. Plus,
I can just walk away right now,
Plus, we need some cash, real money.
I can quite happily walk away right now.
Oh, someone got a Joker.
I'm not bothered with it.
Oh, it's villains. The villains got a Joker.
Yeah, well, they don't get to keep it, so don't worry about that.
Oh, booger.
Cards too.
Sorry?
I said I spent a penny on cards too. Let me see.
But logically speaking, you've all got your bennies back, so you can re-spend them. Is the logic I was using there?
No, I'm happy with the 9. I had a 10 last turn, so I'm happy with the 9.
Right. So that's fine. So what I'm going to do is find the Donahue avatar. To be honest, the way this is going, I'm not that bothered. I mean, you're able to stack load it up, so that's absolutely fine. I thought I created a master
processor and corporate buff.
Yeah. Okay. So what I was going to do with that villainous verbosity was I was going to apply penalties to all the spider bots, but I don't need to because they're not there. So what I'll do is I shall give you. What I shall do is I'll get rid of your villainous verbosity and give you oops, wrong card, and give you a different card instead. There you go. May or may not be much any better. Okay, so is everybody sorry about this. Fancy,
Yeah, don't worry, it's all right. It happens. I was in that door frame. Yeah,
it's an interesting thing. It's an interesting thing to note that Unity does a lot of very good stuff, but it's a lot less stable with a lot of tokens than Classic was. I find. Right, let's turn off the line of sight. I don't think you need it. That does help things. I think. So let's turn off line of sight. Get rid of line of sight on both because that really does free up some CPU cycles. And we'll get everyone back in again. Oh, well. As long as you're having fun. I hope you're enjoying my geeky retro finale.
Yes, loving it.
I just thought I know how to end this game.
But next time you want to do one of these where you've got a cyberspace thing with breakout, you should just fly us all over to some arcade and we can play Pac-Man and all that for real. That's the way to do it next time, okay? Yeah. You are a multi-billionaire, are you not?
No.
You're not like the guy who owns Amazon or something. Oh. Very disappointed.
Okay. Who's still not got in?
I'm in.
3 out of 5.
Bueller
I'm
and-
sorry. It just loaded. Sorry.
No, it's absolutely fine. It's my fault. I broke it. I crashed it. Trying to be too clever. For my own good.
Now we know where all the monsters are because he's turned Linus off.
Well, you do have a crap ton of things on the tracker, so
Exactly. Yeah. Oh no, it was meant to be spectacular and epic and all that, and
It still is spectacular and epic. It's just, that's right. Things crash when they're spectacular and epic.
Now, I had conviction that this round, all I would have had to do was maintain it. Is it gonna
yeah,
work?
but your conviction's still there, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, it's on the character tracker.
Everyone's got their conviction.
As
I say, yeah, I can always turn it on.
woohoo.
Here we go now.
I'm just putting the hunter drone back where he was.
Yep, exactly. Yep. So everything's pretty much where it was before you all spent cards to get new cards. So if you want to spend bennies to get new cards, you can, because you're not actually worse off benny wise.
Well, I did, and I think I'm about where I was before.
Yeah. So you actually came out of that on top. That means we're on to Bueller, whose conviction is about to expire unless he wants to continue it, which will cost a benny.
No, I'm on it. I was just
Yeah. No. Do you want to maintain your conviction?
done.
Yep, you are indeed.
How long does conviction last for?
It lasts for a round, but you got to dump a Benny if you want to keep it for another round.
Just want to see how it lasts for you.
Yeah. So the point is, you actually get it. You actually get conviction for 2 rounds, if that makes sense.
Free. For spending it, right? And then you get to start dumping bennies into it.
All right, so my conviction should still be on 2 then, because I just spent a penny to renew it just before it went sits up. So
no, you spend a point of conviction on your action. You then get to use conviction on your action. At the end of the following action round, conviction ends unless you spend a penny to continue it. So you always get. Do you see what I mean? So if the round you choose not to spend a point of conviction after, you know what I mean, it goes away at the end of your next round. If that makes sense.
okay.
So he's gonna. So I'll do well, see, I only did one. Yeah, I do the double attack thing with the Bueller frenzy.
Okay. Go for it. You'll be through this round, but time-wise, I'm not bothered anymore. It's too much flakiness to try and be clever. The idea was to have them rotate, but it kills it.
Oh shit! I didn't target.
You hit. Roll for damage.
You're faster than I am.
That's a wound on shield number 33. The shield destroyed. Revealing another deflector. Okay.
Nice, I see it, and then
So then you can use your attack bot on it.
oh hell yeah! Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm just 42.
Yeah, it's the life of the universe and everything.
Does that extra damage end up blowing through the last one?
Alas, no. But you do have your attack. You do have the attack bot.
thought that's what he hit it with.
Mm.
Okay.
That is what he just hit it with, yeah. So that brings us on to your hunter drone, sorry. No, he was doing his frenzy, wasn't he? So
Yeah, I was doing the
Brings us on to
frenzy
your-
dealio. So now the hunter drone
I'm going to get rid of the
well,
token.
does not.
Do anything. It's going to go.
Well, yeah, he doesn't have
Keep
line
it.
of sight on anybody, so
Yeah.
he's done.
Okie doke. Okay, let's put the line of sight back on just for targeted purposes. Yep, that's fine.
No, I mean I can see. I'm obviously not going to shoot through a wall, so I mean I'm looking at it, and I didn't.
No.
Are you talking about me?
No.
Yeah.
I'm talking about other people who I know very well who basically try and get away with things.
Well, listen, I can see. If I can see the tokens, I can hit them. Yeah. Hit with a raise. Hit with a raise. Hit with. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Okay.
You need to spend a penny to maintain your conviction.
I shall do that.
Or you end your turn.
Penny spent.
Okay. I think if you drag and drop it into the conviction box, it renews it automatically, but it's not a problem if you do it manually, because obviously I can do
Yeah, that's what I did, was drag it into the conviction box on the sheet.
Yeah. Okay, the Avari Guardian, 11, is incapacitated. Go for it. Bidoo.
Who's that? The Wayfarer or the Avari Guardian? Is the Guardian as well? Is he dead?
The Avari Guardian is dead. Well, incapacitated. That brings us to the Elvari Waymaster. He's coming to kill. You shake him. Two wounds. One wound after... he takes a single wound after attempting to soak.
And then I'll move back in there.
Okay. That brings us to the Elvari Waymaster here. It is going to make a frenzied attack in desperation on Smokey. I think Smokey got hit there.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, I'm afraid that is the end of Smokey, as he is incapacitated.
Smokey, we knew you so well.
The Elvari Waymaster then basically advances out of the corridor, getting to there. Never leaving the area of the reach of the water elemental, bringing us to Waif, who has conviction.
Yeah, and she's gonna come to. She's gonna first of all multi-action here.
Okay. Don't
She's
forget,
gonna
if you
come
want
for
to
a
maintain your
punch.
conviction, you need to spend a penny.
Pardon? Oh, okay.
Otherwise, you lose it at the end of this turn. That's all I'm saying. You still get it this round, but you lose it. Yep, go for it.
Well, I'm going to come up punching because I was crouched behind the table.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come up punching.
Okay. Oh, that's right. You literally come out a huge uppercut into that Elvari Guardian. See, I think that might be more a crack than oof. Yep, that's a basically there's a loud crack as you punch him so hard his head literally snaps back.
And then
at a strange angle, it really shouldn't.
Then drawing my pistol, I'm going to shoot
You're gonna
one.
need them. I thought you were going to need all three of them. That's a hit.
With a raise.
Yep, roll the damage.
And then I'm going to, because I hadn't moved, except for to come to my feet, I'm going to duck and roll under the table and come up the other side.
Sounds good to me. You duck and roll under the table and come up the other side. Okay. Elvari Guardian is going to run. It's a 10. and basically is going to you flash at Aki through the doorway.
He's going to flash at me, is he? Hey, look at that!
His razor sharp alien blade slices into through your subdermal armor into your flesh.
Oh,
Are you taking a wound or spending your last penny?
I will take the wound this time.
Thought you might, because that way you keep your conviction going, can't you? Okay, second Alvari Guardian is going to run, getting 10 inches of movement, which won't be enough to get to you. So he's going to shoot his shuriken pistol at Merlin, missing, bringing us to Donahue, who obviously doesn't.
It's your
do
turn,
anything,
Donahue.
So we move on to the oops, I just lost your conviction by mistake there. I assume you ought to spend a penny to keep it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should put it back on. But obviously your Donahue avatar also has conviction because you've just spent it above. Okay, your Donahue avatar.
Alright, I'll drop ones to maintain it. I'll let my attack bot go first,
Okay.
as it targets number 34, since that's
Mm-hmm.
the last one in the way. I'll hit.
Okay. Browse deck, a main deck. Okay, maybe the combat deck. Browse deck, combat deck.
I got a 4 of hearts, or you pulled a 4 of hearts or something.
Yeah, I know. That didn't do what I wanted it to do. Reshuffled deck. Oh, that gave me a console error. Did anyone else get a console error when I did that?
No.
Good.
No.
Okay, you hit the shielding number 34. You shake the shielding.
Yep.
Okay, shielding 34 is shaken. There are cracks appearing in the shielding.
Alright. I will do my smart frame will support targeting the interference.
Yes, I will. Yeah, I'm going to turn off the. I'm going to turn off the dramatic task because you won't get to do it this turn because I thought you'd take the shielding out. Okay, that fails on a 3.
It won't help, so I will do my multi-action parallel thinking, and I will go after shield 34 myself.
Okay, go for it. I have targeted shielding 34 for you. That's a hit. That's a wound. That is the end of shielding 34.
Shield 34, where are you?
Next round, you can enter the Master Control Program.
I got an action still because I'd multi-actioned. I'm going through now.
Yeah, but well, multi-action or dramatic task, eh? Go on then. I need to find that bloody card again now.
Is the master controller still in the same room? Or is he in another
Well,
room?
it's a if you basically in the computer game, what you had to do to enter it, but from your perspective, you now need to it's going to be a dramatic task, and you need to hack it just because it's I wanted to make it more fun.
That's all I was trying
I've
to
broken my
determine.
codec.
Because moving from one spot in cyberspace to another spot is an action. That's why.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. I'm going to say it is an action to enter the Master Control Program, yes, but you'll be okay next round. I've broken my card. Besides which, I can't deal you a card this round. So yeah, it would make my life easy to say it is an action to enter the Master Control Program from where you are. Yes.
Okay, so yeah, portal's open and I step through, leaving behind my attack bot and
Yeah.
boy.
Okay, this Ivari Guardian is going to literally jump round, literally clamber up on the table, come round, and basically slash at Waif with his and miss. It's dramatically appropriate to find out if he critically fails. He does not. This one's going to come down this side of the table and attack Waif. Hitting, I suspect, with that many 8s. Hit with a raise. I lost him on the combat tracker. There he is. Blade damage. Ooh, that nearly was very unpleasant. However, Waif is merely shaken. And that brings us to Merlin.
Okay, Merlin is starting to get surrounded by these guys. He is going to. He's going to step away from the Alvari Waymaster, step back here into the corner.
Okay. Because he hasn't engaged you and he's focused on the water elemental, you can evade him. As
I will go ahead and shoot the Alvari Waymaster with my bow.
Okie dokie. Targeted. You have already targeted him. That's beautiful. Go for it. He dodges the shot, but you still hit him. That's the hit. And a shake on him.
Okay, and then Bob will move down here.
Bob moves down to there. Oh, a water spout time, eh?
And fire his wave. No, not that button, this button.
Target the Guardian.
Oops, forgot to target everybody. My mistake.
Okay, so I need to check his stats because I think they may get a chance to evade it. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Water. That's a special ability, isn't it? His cone attack. Water spout. 2d6 magical damage, -2 to evade. Cannot perform any other action. Okay, so they do get to evade it. So the Ivari Guardian makes an evasion roll and succeeds. Ivari Guardian number 13 makes the evasion roll and fails. Okay, and then the Waymaster. Button on the Waymaster gets to make an evasion roll and fails. So basically, go back down to here. Yeah, you didn't get Guardian 14, so you can roll the damage. And she got the other 2. Obviously, by the time it reaches the oh no, it's the Wavemaster. Obviously, most of the water must flow over the Wavemaster. Or maybe that steam attack he took, that heated attack.
Yeah, I didn't have enough water to throw around like he's supposed
to.
Well, it's just a little dribble comes out of his fingers. Oh, he evaporated me too much.
Yeah, and then I'll let you end turn again to get to my Waymaster, who is no longer shaken, and therefore will run. 11. He runs into the puddle of water pooling across the floor and fires a shuriken pistol at Merlin. Hitting. Doing.
Shuriken pistols, they should be abolished. They're a sin.
13 points of damage to Merlin. However, Merlin ducks and avoids the blow with magnificent excellence. Okay, that brings us on to the next round. And if anyone wants to spend cards to move themselves up, Mr. Donahue has a problem. He has a club. Mwah. If he fails his roll, it's all over. The bad guys win. Yeah, I'll work something out. Mr. Aki goes first on the ace of spades.
Okay, I go ahead of everything in my range, so I'm good.
Okay.
Right, well,
So,
okay. Time to shoot, I think.
Mm-hmm. Good treat Bueller as being able to do stuff as well if you multi-actions. Go for it. I'm just sorting stuff out way down the card list.
Are you running dramatic tasks differently, or did they change things?
Am I running? Sorry, what?
Are you running the dramatic tasks differently, or did they change things? I thought critical failures counted as 2 failures, and you had to get half the.
If you fail on a club, it fails everything, doesn't it?
I didn't think so. I thought it just clubs give you a complication, which is like the -2, and then
That might be Savage Pathfinder, where if you fail on a club, because I know on Savage Pathfinder, I read that it was if you fail on a club, the whole dramatic task tanks.
I have a feeling they might both be dead.
Okay, I think we'll accept they are probably very on the dead side there.
Yeah, I reckon point blank range, automatic fire.
If a character actions card as a club, something has gone wrong. Attempts to resolve the task or support it are made at an additional -2. Worse, if the roll is failed during a complication, the dramatic task fails.
oh,
Then I'm going to move there. Or maybe, actually, probably there.
There we go.
And then I'll pass my turn.
Go for it. Okay, that brings us on to the Alvari Waymaster, who is this one. Yeah, no, this one. Yes, it's this one, who is basically
Want to shot Merlin?
the one that shot Merlin. I think he's basically going to do the same again. Shoot Merlin. Hitting. Doing negligible damage, and then he's going to dive into this room here and behind the door. That brings us to Mr. Donahue.
okay. So
Your conviction is about to expire.
it is not.
Okay.
Besides hacking, what skills are needed for this dramatic?
To be honest, it will unless you hacking is probably all you really need to worry about, unless you want to try anything really clever. Basically, what you've got to do is upload the virus that you've been working on into the program.
This is the last episode.
Sever the neural connections.
Character creation was 24 episodes back.
To work, and basically after that, it will turn it back into a standard accounting program, which was originally.
So yeah, you might have missed it.
I mean,
how many weeks ago? We were playing every 2 weeks.
Any of my dramatic task, any skill you can justify.
So you're talking about June, something like that.
Whoops.
June or July. We
Oh,
started.
it's a smart frame. That's okay.
All right. I will do a flurry of sending messages and whatnot and such.
That was yesterday's session, wasn't it? No, what was that? That was that's that's Sunday the 9th of January. We're gonna make new characters for Deadlands Lost Colony, which is like cowboys in space.
I wouldn't worry too much. Technically speaking, I'm not sure you can multi-action in a dramatic task, if that makes sense, because you can only make one result a turn, can't you?
No, we were probably just joking around.
Difference as
I made it a 19.
Well, we were
so you
talking
got
about
4
another game.
successes.
okay.
Yeah, like Firefly.
You
Yeah.
single-handedly got 4 successes there. That's really depressingly, scarily good.
And then my attack bot will go off again.
Yep.
I don't follow through my pants. You
Now
can't
you
take
play
me
break
down
and
the
you look at the high score,
land.
don't you?
I just done a
Well, I don't know if this
Scooby-Doo.
can heal
You
its
can't
shielding or bring it
follow
back up,
through.
so
Yeah.
besides,
No, that's absolutely
You
it's an
better
attack bot, it's
doopy-doo-dee-dee.
just
You
smart enough
can't
to know
take the
what to
sky
attack.
from me.
exactly. No problem at all. Your decoy's got nothing to decoy against now, I'm afraid, so you're okay there. Wait, you recover from being shaken.
Yeah, she's gonna beat these fuckers up. I didn't
Yeah, and
swear.
she's gonna multi-action.
Yes, you did.
No, I said Farkas. You just misheard me. I've got to nip some talk with them. My microphone's not functioning. Can't even talk for me.
We'll give you a Benny for the save. Wait.
Oh no, she's gonna Benny there. She don't frickin' miss.
Do not forget, if you want to maintain your conviction, you need to spend a Benny before
I
you
I
end your
will
turn.
before I end my
My
turn.
conviction's gone, but I've got another point which I'm going to use in a second. Since we've got no more sessions after this.
Seems sad. We may well return to Sprawlrunners.
Take
That's
him.
2 wounds.
We
Yep.
need to find out the
There he
story
goes.
of Waif, don't
Then
we?
I take my second attack on the other one.
Please do, yes. Well, you did. They were Arasaki employees that were killed by the Master Control Program. They were in his compound. They managed to get.
Oh wait,
Basically,
if I spend this card, I gotta spend it before I do the damage or after.
it depends what it
Deadly
says.
blow.
Does it say before you roll damage? No, it just says play. It doesn't say before you
Double the
roll damage. Yeah, so you can play it at any time before or after you roll the damage. In fact, they've made it like that, so you really use it when you really need to hit hard. So yeah.
Yeah, well, not today.
You're not going to need it on this roll, that's for sure. Blimmin' heck.
And then I'm going to dodge around to this end of the table. And I'll spend to maintain my conviction.
Okay, no problem at all.
Yeah, I cleared out this room, guys.
Okay, the Ivari Waymaster remains shaken in front of the water elemental. I'm going to spend its last Benny to recover that. It's going to have to make a frenzied attack on this water elemental in a desperate attempt to get free, and it misses on both attacks, which brings us to Beulah, who
Ooh, my
can
lord.
enter the Master Control Program as an action and then still perform an action in there, but you would have to turn on your multi-action penalty. If that
Yeah, let me
makes sense
find
to
out
do
what
so.
it's called.
Or you could just
It's
enter the Master
called.
Control Program.
Absolutely no. But it's the Beulah avatar, right?
Actually, this is you doing this rather than the avatar, if that makes sense. Yes, it's your avatar that enters. Yes, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, and it does.
But-
It
They're
still
Dunn's
has
Lost
its
Colony,
conviction.
yeah.
Yes, yep. If you spend a Benny to maintain it at the end of your turn, you can. Yep, no problem. Got it.
I know it's at the end of the turn, but I'm paying it forward. All right, so now the Beulah avatar is going to make a hacking roll, I guess, or is it just an attack?
You'll need to turn on the multi-action penalty, as it were, because it's an action to enter the Master Control Program, and then you can make a hacking roll.
I've got that, but is it the attack?
Yeah, make a cyber attack. It's the same as hacking. Go for it. Yeah, you could cyber attack the Master Control Program.
Okay, I don't see anywhere to target it though.
Just roll. It's a dramatic task. It's nothing to target. It's you know what I mean. So just make a cyber.
Fair enough. I'm on him. Okay, my bad.
That's fine. Perfectly reasonable question. Do you want to spend your last Benny re-rolling that? That's more like it. Oh, okay, 17. Well, that's 8 successes, so that's congratulations. That is the Master Control Program terminated.
Sweet.
Alarms start going off all around the building. Merlin.
Okay, Merlin is going to mumble. Merlin's going to try and shoot this Waymaster again.
Magic missile?
Well, if this doesn't do anything, then yeah, that's probably my next step is to do a super powered magic missile.
Ooh.
I think you killed him. At which point, with the central processing unit going down, as it were, delete NPC. Yeah, there's only delete NPCs or delete. Yeah, there's no delete enemy NPCs option.
Well, check see if only the hostile ones vanish, or if it is everyone vanishes. It doesn't matter
no,
now,
I
does
know
it?
they all go. I do know they do. It's okay. So, congratulations as you upload as Bueller and Donahue upload the virus into the master control program processor, I should say, because the master control program is copyrightable, I suspect. The master control processor. The system goes down, and obviously, actually, I can obviously.
And nobody even got a chance to take a shot at either Donahue or Beulah, who were inside the program.
Yeah, we held them off.
You did a very good job. You should be very proud of yourselves. Just clearing out everything I don't need. There we go. So we're back into the real world. And congratulations! With basically, when you log back, basically the master control processor and that whole area vanishes, and you find yourself sitting in a normal-looking accounting program. And at the same time, the Alvari Guardian, the last Alvari Waymaster disappears, seeing as you have destroyed their intended.
Mr. Big is done.
Mr. Big has gone with a yes. It's all over, and you can all pat yourselves on the back and probably take a hefty chunk of cash out of the Arasaki banking system. Now you've got the accounting program in front of you. And congratulations, you have successfully defeated Mr. Big.
Yeah, I have.
Well, he's been trying to kill us for a while, so
I am mining the shit out of this server.
Well, until Arasaki realised that Mr. Big.exe is shut down, they won't basically release the lock on the compound. So you are able to mine enough data to keep the rest of you guys living in the upper echelons of the of the elite parts of the big city, if you so wish. And from your days of having to run the nets are no longer required, as you're all rich beyond compare with the information that Donahue and Beulah are able to pull out of the systems here.
Well,
obviously,
Waif is basically going to take enough to ensure that her mentor and his wife, and I'm trying to think of their names. I'll have to go back and look at my notes. Master and Madam Zhang can finally freaking retire in security. Exactly. And I'm going to take over the dojo and stay with what I'm doing because this has been fun.
Amongst some of the data Donahue is able to data mine up, he does basically get the identity of Wave's parents, who were Arasaki employees. They lived here many years, but they were sort of forced into indentured in the company and realised what was going on, and were able to pay someone to get their daughter out before basically Arasaki hostilely recruited them, as it were, from an alternative company. Basically bought their company out and unfortunately, the only thing they could do was basically try and get Wave out. Obviously, the report, the data doesn't explain how Wave got to where she was, because as far as you can understand, she was meant to be taken to people that they trusted, but something obviously went wrong there. It would appear that they lived relatively peaceful but not very necessarily pleasant lives in this building. But unfortunately, like everyone else in compound number 3, were experimented on by Mr. Big. But Ray finally at least gets closure on the background of what happened to her parents, and as I say, she sets up and carries on running the dojo. So, what are the rest of you going to do with your money and fame you've got from shutting down Mr. Big and saving Big City?
Well, I'm getting that apartment I always wanted.
Well, yeah, you can get one of the ones at the top of Cloud 11 now.
No, I'm getting one that's on the bottom. It's going to be like 14 floors below.
Ah, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a dwarf. We don't live above ground. A special basement place, but luxury with a swimming pool and
Exactly. Yes,
river.
indeed. It's a couple of you're with some of the property deeds you're able to extract from the mainframe system here and the property rights. You're able to basically take control of a number of properties around Big City in a connected area, and they're able to basically enable you to build your underground apartment. It's quite impressive, and only covers about 2 city blocks.
Yep, that's about right. That suits me. I've got somewhere to sleep. I need somewhere nice and cozy. Yeah, little place.
That just leaves Donahue, Berlin, and Beulah. How are you going to live out your days in possible retirement, or maybe you feel the urge to carry on running the webs? Who knows?
Buell's gonna continue doing this stuff. He's intrigued and feels like he's not really made to move someplace else. He can blend in here and is going to embark on a life of crime and to try to keep doing the shady stuff. So that's Beulah.
So before that, he wasn't having a life of crime.
Yeah, he's decided to go to the dark side.
Excellent.
Well, and
Well,
Waif
it's
is
probably got enough.
Dojo is going to continue as a runner because she, got thrills out of that.
Exactly. That doesn't mean you don't have to do it if you don't want to. And the point is, you can afford to never have to do it again if you want to. Merlin's got enough money now to actually pay for genetic manipulation to have him turned into a proper elf if he wants.
Yeah, along with that, he's going to restore his true heritage, and he is going to continue doing research and study, trying to figure out who blew up the school that he was supposed to be in and why. Yeah. So he's going to be continuing running as well.
Absolutely fine. Sorry, I completely forgot about that. Otherwise, I might have given you some information on that one.
What's Donahue doing?
What's Donahue going to do?
Secret.
So, if I remember correctly, I was tied in with Waif's parents when they got killed. I didn't die, but they did. Correct?
I think it was something along those lines. I think we said, didn't we? Yeah. I think
Which means the company that I want revenge against is Arasaki.
Yeah. Well, you've got the means to bring it down, I think.
I got the means to hurt it, but not bring it down.
Yeah.
So I will build myself identities, hacking them in, backdating them, exploiting the fact that this system is my bitch. And I'm going to create an identity for myself, give the other ones contacts and stuff like that, so I can reach out to them and that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And I will be wrecking havoc on the inside.
And you've always got Waif as an ally because even though now she knows what happened to her parents, she knows that it's Arasaki who was responsible, and that doesn't give her parents back.
And the
plus she still has the dojo in the slums, and we've always got Beulah about too.
And so,
yep,
I will definitely set up the middle manager that gave the orders for me to die to, you know, him to take part of the fall for this and to be terminated, aggressively terminated. But I will basically set myself up with an identity and a history and all of that inside this compound, and then I will bury myself as part of the company and be working to taking my revenge upon them.
Sounds good to me. All good stuff. Well, there we go, guys. That now we know what the future holds for the Sprawlrunners. It sounds like some of you may well be running things than if we ever come back to Big City. But I hope you enjoyed it. I had a blast. It was, you know, with the numbers fluctuated here and there, and I think it was a good way to wrap it up when the Mr. Big storyline came along. It gave me an interesting way to end it. So I hope you enjoyed it all, and I think all of you are down for. Looking at that, I think all of you here are down for returning next year for some Deadlands, aren't you?
We are, but do we get an advance?
Wow, you can. No, I don't. No.
I mean, at this point, you can do whatever you
Yay!
want, right? I mean,
We're heroic now. That's it. When we come back, we're going to be badass motherfuckers.
I gave you 2 advances.
I know. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I saw. Yeah. Thank you very much.
2 advances, but it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I will at least definitely give you the advances for that. But thanks very much, guys. Really enjoyed that. As I say, I've just from a Deadlands Lost Colony perspective, I've popped up some information. You guys that should give you all the player's guide information you need to sort of get a background on what's going on and the characters. Obviously, as I say, when the game starts up, you don't necessarily know each other. It's really up to you guys. That's all what session 0 will work out, where you work out your character interactions, whether you know each other. Obviously, don't you, by all means, if you've got ideas for characters and everything else, I'm not saying don't roll them up beforehand, but what I really want to try and do is sort of get a nice sort of session 0 where if you want to have backgrounds on, we work out backgrounds together, so you know I can feed more of it in. But we'll see how it goes. And thank you very much, guys, and have a good holiday at the end of this year. And I'll see you guys in the new year for more Savage One Shots and obviously more Deadlands Lost Colony. So, thanks very much.
And
Thank you very
some
much
of
indeed.
us will see you on Tuesday.
Indeed, some of us.
yeah, and I'll post. I've got you wanted to try that Chase thing. I'll try to post. See if
Yeah,
to
we'll
gauge some
Boom,
times.
boom, boom, boom,
we
boom,
can
boom.
get the holiday one shot in
Thanks for
with the
watching, everyone.
goblins and get you running and chasing if you guys want to play. So,
Tomorrow we're doing something
Oh,
different because Pantera's not going to make it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty flexible through the holiday.
So
Can't really,
we'll see.
big events kind of turn me
Bye,
down.
bye.
okay, I understand. Yeah, and you've had the wedding. Yeah, so I'll